Hello. I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. Hello. I have sort of skipped a few days, or 1 day, 2 days. I don't remember. Anyway, I found out about a bunch of settings that I didn't know about. That I think were added in some of them in season 4, and I just didn't do them. And then a lot of them in season 5, and so I'm going in and I'm using them. And in Waterworks, basically, I'm looking at Waterworks, and I'm like, yeah, let's do these light groups. Now, what I have set on right now is I have it set to where the, actually, I think, yeah. Okay, so basically, I've got my graphics set for lighting. I've got it set to low. So it's acting like an Xbox One. Okay? And so on Xbox One, it's going to start phasing out the lights at these distances. Basically it's going to make it to where whenever it's out here, it's not going to render it. It's going to make it to where your settings are better. But then on Xbox Series X, it will be all of them on at max. And then that's going to override this, and it's going to make it work. This is a thing that they've added. I don't remember when, probably with this season. I don't even know. It's called light groups. They've got low, medium, high, and shadowless. Now, shadowless is like high, but it has shadows turned off, right? It says light shadows toggled on only for series consoles and PCs with video quality set to high or above. What that means is, it's like if you're on high, you have the shadows on for all consoles, right? And the shadow quality is high, right? Or it tries to go as high as your shadow quality is set to. Anyway, but then the shadowless is, from what I understand, is it's going to be, if you want it, like this light up here, okay? I've got this light up here that just sort of, there it is. This just sort of lighting up the ceiling a little bit, and it gives you contrast for these stalactites, so they're a lot easier to see, because they are not easy to see normally, right? And so what I did was I set that on a shadowless because it means that whenever the lights hit it, it's going to light it up a little bit, because it's not going to cast a shadow on itself to have it's going to sort of just make it lit up. And hopefully that's going to help. I mean, it kind of does cast a little bit of a shadow on itself, but not by much. Anyway, the point is that should... Oh, I did rebake it. I was going to say it. I didn't. For a second, I thought I didn't rebake it, but yeah. Okay, so you can see how the lights over there, they all fade out at the same time, right? Like right about the same time. Now watch this, where this one I set up already, okay? Watch it slowly fade out. See those two on the far left that faded out early? Boom. They fade out a little earlier than the rest, and that's because they're not really entirely necessary. And whenever that happens, that's hitting the range that makes it fade out. Now you'll also notice that, I honestly don't know why that's getting brighter at this distance. That doesn't make any sense. This one and this one are also set to turn off because, as you can see, there's like one spot in the entire map you can see that even happen. Is up here, and no one's going to go up here, so I don't need them to ever be, you can kind of actually get a really good view of which ones are fading out, which ones are staying lit. But then from a really far away, I have that one and that one set to high because they're actually very visible from a distance, and they kind of make the bridge look the way it's supposed to look, right? But then I also have like these two. These are also set to medium, so you don't even notice them fade out. But look, right there, they're gone. Boom, boom. It's just right there. And again, this is only on the Xbox One. So those lights right there, because they're emissive objects, they still look like they're there. But all you're seeing now is the emissive object instead of it. I also figured out that I hadn't set up the OBB on this one correctly, and it was actually coming up above this rooftop and lighting up the rocks above it. And that was not supposed to be happening. This little bit of light is coming from this one, which is correct, but yeah, the other one was not correct. Yeah, anyway. I also found out there's another setting that I didn't know about that's also new. That like completely blew my mind. This one. You see how that light is a line? And kind of boxy? That's in the area light settings. And all I did was I just set this to 1. You can make it like a wider sort of box shape. And this one can kind of make it a little more solid of a line, but I like it at 1 because of the way it shines on the ground around it. See, it kind of looks a little too sharp. This one's a little softer. And that's just right, I think. And like, look at the way that light that shines now. It looks like it's coming out of a wide light now, instead of coming out of a really, sharp one. What's going on here? I think I might have introduced some kind of problem. Oh wait, I think I didn't I think that's hold on. Is this the side where I did this? Yep, but that doesn't seem to be the problem. I was trying to make the reflection volume's a little different. What is doing this? This might be a reflection volume problem. Is it this one? No. Not exactly sure what's doing that right now. It's not this. Is it this one maybe shining, hitting the other side? No. I don't know yet, but I'll figure it out. The point is that, it's not that one. It could be this one maybe. Ah, yes, it's this one. Look at that. So this one needs to probably be brought down. I did set these to shine like their vertical lights, just like the other ones over there. So that's kind of cool. But what I need to do is set my range on this one back down. So this is some lighting things. And actually, I'm going to go... Oh, come on. Did my stream just suddenly lose resolution? I see it. I see it just randomly lose resolution. Okay. That's weird. I'm going to say... I'm actually going to add lighting maintenance, Waterworks lighting maintenance to the name of my stream, because I just realized just saying Waterworks maintenance doesn't really explain what I'm doing. And maybe knowing that I'm doing lighting could potentially make people want to come in and actually see the stream instead of just like regular, just like, you know. Anyway, point is light range is at 100 and that is not necessary. And I think we probably could go to 60. That might not be necessary either. I don't think this was supposed to be at 100, and I think that I probably fixed it on the... No, this one's also set to 100. Let me check the dark side, because I would be surprised. That is happening over here. Interesting. I don't know when that happened, but I need to set this probably more like 45 or something, so it doesn't hit the wall. Yeah, that's cleaner. Well, it's still hitting over here, isn't it? That's still the same one, isn't it? Let's see. No, it's different. That's a different one. Interesting. Well, anyway. Like I said, it's all on the lowest lighting setting. We're gonna figure this out to make this all like really nice. I'm gonna switch back to the higher end settings in a minute, but right now we're getting low. I have it set to the lowest graphical lighting settings so that it is like an Xbox One, which is going to make this whole map more stable. The point of this is that the whole map is going to be more stable. There's a stability issue on Waterworks that I caused with multiple things that I did on this map. But it is... Oh, we also did that... I also did this recently off of Aaron's suggestion with his idea. His, for... These are saplings. Here, look, I'll show you. Just duplicated it. Like, this is a sapling that has been flattened, and it becomes a wonderful vine whenever you do that. It's perfect. Anyway, the point is, it's way nicer than what I had before. I had ivy, the ivy object, and it just looked like lines of thing. It was garbage, and I completely deleted it and replaced it with this. I also have this effect on there, which kind of like, the ground there is wetlands rock, and I think that looks pretty good for like, the more things kind of growing on there and stuff like that. Actually, I put holes specifically so you could see that a little bit, but not too much, and I have it up there too. And then you can kind of see up there now, and I, yeah, there we go. With I kind of put some actual trees up there, because I was kind of, thinking that they weren't so good before. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, like, this thing I think I already set up with one, yeah, group high, but I think there's one, is there one over here? No. These are all set to high, and the reason is because these lights need to be visible for the Banshee to see everything. I set these to high because, obviously, they're, like, characteristic of the map. Oh, here's a good example of something I can set to the wide one. Where's the actual light object? Here, this way I can show you what it is. Check this out. This is the coolest thing. Enable light area, length, and now it's shining an actual line light onto the ground that matches the light that it's coming from. It actually matches the shape of the light that's coming from. And then we can, I'm gonna go all the way to 4 actually, so it's nice and, like, wide angle. Actually, let's bring this back down. No, let's go down to 3. Yeah, there we go. And then it looks right, and then we can, if we increase the radius, it'll be a little softer looking. which is kind of cool. We can like play with that a little bit, maybe choose like something like that. And then it looks like this area got really bright whenever I rebaked it, so some setting must be off or something like that that I need to adjust. But anyway, I'll fiddle with that. It probably is something to do with the fact that I only have one reflection volume now. Yeah. Never mind. I thought this area here was the reflection volumes area, and I thought it was all off, and it apparently is not. Okay, so we also want to do light group. This one should be medium, which means that if you come out here, it will vanish. Yeah, you didn't even notice it vanished, did you? Right there. That's the vanish point. It's actually kind of hard to notice. I don't like that. What is happening? That is a crazy... Oh, and... Okay, there was something weird going on with the lighting of the whole map whenever I went to do this. But now it's stopped. Like, all the other lights in the area were also, like, flickering weirdly. You see that? Is that just me? Like, what is that? What is doing that? It's almost like a fog effect. It was kind of weird. Anyway, let's find out. It was at 3. It was set to 3, I believe. So let me go do that on this one. It's this set to 3. I don't remember how much I brought this up though. It was probably like 0.5. I'll go over and check in a second. And did I have it on medium? I think I had it on medium. Yeah. That way it will fade away. What is that? Do you see that effect? Something is not set up right because it's like... You see that? What is that? That is really weird. I don't know what is causing that. It's only whenever I like look down there. If I look up into the map, it's gone, but if I look down into the pit, it appears. That's gotta be like... It's gotta be some kind of effect I have or something like that that's down there. That whenever you look down into the pit is whenever it starts to render. So I must have an object somewhere that's creating that, right? That is really weird. Maybe it's a fog that's down here that's supposed to be smaller than it is? Steam low crawling. That's this whole area. Let me see if I delete this. Nope, that's not it. So that's undeleted. I've got some kind of volume, effect. I'll have to go and look into my folders and see if I can locate it in there because it might be like inside of something, and so it might be impossible to find. But yeah, I don't see it anywhere. And this thing's gonna give me trouble. Okay, here we go. Oh, here's another one. Steam vent falling large. Ooh, that looks like the same color. It's not that one. Whatever it is, it renders there, so it's something that's possibly low enough down. It might be all the way down here at the bottom. What is this? Light rays static? What in the world? Yeah, that was it. Light rays static. Where did this come from? I don't even remember having, like, placing this. This is kind of weird. You see that? It only appears if you look down there. It's a weird effect, and apparently it was this light rays static. Maybe I had a different effect down there, and some bug replaced it with the wrong one. I have no idea. But it's also scaled. That had to have been this season. Right? Or last season, rather. Maybe it's supposed to be scaled down and only in the water? Like if you look down there? But I think it might have been a fog. I think that used to be a fog that I had at the bottom. So whenever you, like this same blue fog that's here, it looks all nice and misty. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I'm just gonna straight up delete it. but I never noticed that, and I don't remember putting that in there. That was really weird. Maybe it's somebody who was helping me with lighting earlier on. Like, really early on. Like, Ocom was helping with the bots early on. Computron helped me with the lighting early on. Quatsi helped me with the, what do you call it? My scripts, because my scripts for the, Falling Stalactites all worked perfectly in Forge. And I went through multiple iterations, all of them working perfectly in Forge whenever I got them to that point. In various different degrees of perfectly, by the way. I even had an even better version than the one right now that would destroy vehicles that had no one in them. Like empty vehicles. But unfortunately, not only was it not working, but also for some reason you couldn't delete kill balls right whenever you spawn. It was very weird. Anyway, this one's going to be on high because it is marking the doorway. I have a lot of these that mark doorways. Like, this one I actually set to medium because it doesn't matter as much. This one sets to high because what it does is it keeps that ground around there lit up. You see that? So like the whole door area is lit up better with that one because it comes down, bounces up toward you as a player. You know what I mean? Anyway, so these two, that is weird. I don't know what's happening there. It looks like it's coming out of these somehow. Something's going wrong with that. Or this one's OBB is too sharp. Yeah, okay. I need to bring it back farther. So this group I had set to low because low despawns there, and that's not too bad because it's like the room lights. It's literally at the door. Boom, and then the lights turn on. And on the red side I already have that set. That's why I'm saying I already had them. So I'm saying I had it set to that. This one's set to low as well because again, you only see as you come around the corner, it's already lit up. The one time you can see it not being there is out here. And look, it like lights up the flag as you get closer, so I don't even hate that. Like, I'm gonna set all these to no collision, by the way. Boom, like that. It lights up the flag and it looks really nice. Okay, so that looks awful. I really don't like it. Let's bring this. I think these OBBs were not set up, and I just set them up earlier today. In case you're wondering why this is already bad. So we're gonna go to 15 and minus 15. Because that might be far enough back that it'll be a softer transition to turn it off. Yeah, there we go. And then this thing is the shadow of this piece in the way. So it is a little funny looking, but it's fine. I don't know, I could probably make that better, but right now I'm gonna put more on... Oh, I thought I put a glowing light inside of here. Anyway. I'm gonna focus more on figuring everything else out more cleanly. This one's OBB appears to already be set up, but that means I didn't set it up over here, maybe? No, this one's set up too. Interesting. Man, the sound of my computer is getting real loud. This one I had on medium. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. As you round the corner, it appears anyway. This one, I believe, is set to high, and I already have it turned on. I don't know if I have that turned on to high over here. High. So you can see an Xbox One is going to accept that that one needs to be rendered at 600 something. They actually have a distance right there. It'll start rendering that light right there. And that means that as you approach, the back side of the base has a sort of light outline telling you where you can wrap around to the other side, like where the ground is. So like maybe back here, for example, and you'll see that it's like right there, right? And that's good because it helps you kind of judge where you need to point your gun, you know, because you know that someone could round around the back of the base, you know, come around there. But yeah, okay, let's see. So if this thing was set to 15 and 15, hold on, 15 and minus 15, let me go set this one to the same, because I think I'd set this one around the same time. Group medium, no, not that. This one here, minus 15 and 15, there we go. Okay. Sound effects in this what do you call it? This theme, this song are pretty intense. Let's see, group lighting. These I set to high because they also do the same thing over here. They tell you where this other side of the map is, or the base is. It's not that it, like, it creates a contrast edge, you know what I mean? That tells you this is where the edge of the building is. And, like, it's really, it's good for keeping things clean. Those, however, I have fading away at a medium. Because that's the only time that area is necessary is whenever you get past this middle building. With the with a Banshee or whatever. Like if you're up here trying to snipe, you need those lights there to sort of help you see the people. But that's, yeah. Otherwise it's not really. Ooh, this is the one I hadn't set up with OBB. Right. Like it wasn't even on, actually. That's the truth of it. I need to do top. I forget what it was. I think it was 25. I'm gonna have to go check the other side. I think it was like 25. Came out right. 26.8. But 25 is actually just as good. Let me see 25. Yeah, that looks just as good. Because it doesn't need to go all the way up to the top of this. I basically brought this down until it disappeared with the lights on the rocks up top before, with the 26.8 or whatever. The 25, though, is perfectly fine. And I can also go and... Which of these? Is this... Yeah, this is the one I think it is. Minus 10. Or what? Oh, that's bottom. What am I doing? Yeah, minus 1. That's what I meant to do actually after this, but I meant to go to not that one. Not that one. This one. Minus 10, I think. I typed in minus 1. I meant to say minus 10 and then ended up doing minus 1 on the correct item. It was the weirdest thing. I feel like yeah. Oh, I also set all of these to no collision, so that you can just, like, stomp in them. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's weird. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oof. Okay, well, I apparently need to put a little blocker there. Or a rock. Something. Another smaller rock there. Well, anyway, I'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna set up these lights. This one and... this one need to be in group low. Was that right? Or is it group medium? It's medium. These are group high, so that they won't disappear. These are group medium as well. And actually, you know what? These are gonna want to be lighting area, length. Oh no. I might finally need to replace these with static with the ones that don't project light, and then put an actual light object there. That's unfortunate. Well, I'll do that. It also means though that I can finally, like, potentially texture them different, or maybe well, I can basically, like, the ones that actually, like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Here, I'll show you. Lights. Yeah, I think it's just a regular light, but actually we do have new banish lights. Let's see what we got here. Okay. That one's obviously not gonna work. That one won't work. Actually, this is surprisingly close to what the basic lights around the map were supposed to look like. But the problem is that I can't make them look especially Forerunner, because, like, I could... We'll just do some Forerunner metal. Forerunner trim panels. Or trim A. Yeah, but see there, that's it. There's no... I can't change the texture of the yellow and orange and red area, so that's kind of useless. But this is basically what those lights are supposed to look like. What these are supposed to look like. But these new ones, the ones I put in there, they work just fine. They look good. Let's see, what does this one look like? It is a flat panel. That one doesn't look bad. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with my packet loss or something? I hope my stream isn't doing the thing where it freezes every now and then. Maybe still have the settings set really low, because I still have not gotten any, like, heard back from Cox. In fact, let me go ahead and run a speed test real quick. Off screen, it'll be gone while I'm working, so my work might interrupt it. But my upload speed is, I think, really bad right now. It's a real shame because, like, I was getting lots of viewers in here, and then that happened, and ever since, it's just been, you know, fewer and fewer people each time. And that kind of, you know, feels a little lame to me, but because they, you know, it's not in my control, and they're kind of screwing me basically a little bit there, but not really much I can do. So if I did something like that, it might feel a little more interesting. Except more like this, maybe. But, I don't know. It feels like Forerunner glass panels. Then whenever you get close, it's got the clearly banished lighting shape. Oh, this is a little light puck. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do UNSC light, no light. And find this exact one. Oh, what is it called? Panel flush small with light. Panel flush small without light. There we go. This also means I could theoretically scale it if I want to change something about it. Let me see what kind of textures I can do. I know that the, I'm pretty... What? Why can't I retexture this? Do I have more than one object selected? No? Wait a minute. This one's retextured. Oh, do I go to MP? Oh, I'm dumb. My bad. No light, with not MP. Panel, flush, small, without light. There we go. And then we can see, I'm pretty sure I can't change the texture of the middle light itself. But I could theoretically flip it over and change that, for example, to Forerunner emissive. No, that'll make the whole thing emissive. Never mind. Forerunner, floor panel? That actually looks good. I mean, it's gonna be the back side, so you won't even see it. Let's see. Forerunner, metal simple. Forerunner metal simple, probably, for the best. And that should get me to looking just like the other one that I already have there. Yeah, yeah, good. Okay, cool. So we select this, and then we go up here. Rotation. Location. That is the without light one, so we will... Oh, we don't want to... Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to move the old one up so that I can put a new light object in the same spot that this one's in. And it's going to allow me to rotate it and properly to give us the straight edge line, and that's the cool thing. In fact, we're just going to grab this one to start with. No. We will grab... Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll grab this one. Let's go see what this looks like over here. Alright, now we are going to grab this one's location and everything. And apply it to this light, even though that may not be perfect. What? There we go. It might be just right, but it may not be perfect to do it. Okay, I think I've got to bake it. Because right now, it's not shining on anything. But we do need to get this thing's settings. So, what are my light settings? This color, pale yellow. Let's see. Pale yellow, brightness is set to 3 on that one. This one's 8, I think it said. 8, 170, 150. Let's see. 8, 170, 150. Fog intensity. Modifies how strongly this light interacts with fog. Whoa! I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't see that added thing. Whoa! That's really cool. Source size, light range, near begin. Let's see. Light range is 50. What's this one set to? 50? Oh, that's right. It's set to 45. We'll go to 50. And then, yep, all of this is correct. For some reason, some objects I don't know what it is. Some of the light objects that are new, like right now, like these, right? Whenever I ungroup them and I select them, look, first person contact shadows. That's an available option. But then other lights, like this one, don't have that. They, for some reason, just don't even have the option. Where is it? There it is. They've got dynamic and static shadows, but none of the first-person contact shadows. So it's a little strange to me, but, you know, whatever. Maybe it's because this one has a cone? A fog applied? I have no idea. Or a gobo. That might be it. Let me see. If I turn off the gobo, will that one appear? It didn't appear right away. Definitely not there. Well, we're about to set up a gobo that works even better than that. Because we're going to do, or a thing like gobo. Okay. What is this thing set to that's making it to where the light... Let's switch to that. No, that's not what I want to do. What? Okay, forward to back and left to right. Both bring it left to right. Why is nothing... What the hell? And then up and down is on the x-axis? What? Okay. We're gonna go up 15 and see if that changes anything. Nope. Why can't I just drag this any other way? Alright, I'm gonna use mouse and keyboard. Control W. Move it this way. There we go, now it's visible. It was creating a shadow, that's why it was so messed up before. Okay, so... Yes, this is creating a much wider area. This is the radius. Oh, okay. That means that the length, yes, it is crooked. There we go. Now, I think I kind of prefer something small like this, and then it projects its actual light out from there. And it's all coming from that wide line. See how much nicer that is than this? That thing's got like a single point in the middle that all the light is pouring out of. This side, it's coming out of the whole thing. You see that? Might even make it a little bit wider to 0.5. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. This is so lame. Right? And then all I've got to do is fix the OBB, but before I fix the OBB, I'm going to copy these out because every other OBB is going to be wrong too. So let's duplicate that to make ourselves a little sort of, to use our template basically, to use it like a template. And then we'll click here. And then we go back up to, and if I have to make any adjustments to this, by the way, I'll just select all of them and make the adjustments to every single one of them. The OBB is the only one that you can't really do that with. Without light 1. Good. Now we've got just the one. And we're going to do vertical. We're going to add like 10 to this. It should float it above the ground. That way we can grab our OBB values out of it. Like if I go here, I can come down here to lower X. There we go. And then I can select... Well, I don't want to do that just yet because I want to break it. Well, yeah, I've got one that's not broken. I can just do it to this one. Okay. And then lower X. Oh, wait. Yeah, cool. That's already set to off. Control V. There we go. And then, because this is all the same. Wait, what's happening? Oh, there he is. Control C. Control V. And then, oh, I see what's happening. No, wait, what? It didn't actually control. Wait, what did it just do? Okay, there it goes. It's because the reason it's jumping around in this menu is because the original light that was there that I'm copying from has all the like swatches, texture swatches and things like that. Oh, I need to tweet out. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't tweet out. People have been waiting until I tweet to come over and hang out, come over and like join me. Let me go over and grab them. Let's see, post. Ugh, we didn't have anyone in chat yet because I did not tweet out. Okay, let's see. I'm updating Waterworks' lighting today on stream. Come hang out and learn about the new systems added in Season 5. Added recently, because some of them are older than Season 5, but people don't fully know how they work. Okay, so let's see. Okay, alright. Hey, look at that. I actually had 10 upload speed today. So I shouldn't be too bad, but for some reason it's still pretty bad stream. But oh, I'm recording. That could theoretically be affecting it. That does tell me though that my output can probably go up. I'm gonna go up to 2,000 kilobits per second. See if that starts causing it to freeze again, like it does sometimes. I'm not noticing any freezing yet. We'll see. Anyway, let's copy this one's. Wait, we were at the right one. Bottom. Place it on this one's bottom. Control V. Alrighty. Grab this one's top. Place it on this one's top, which is at 100. Actually, what is this one's range to? So that's right, it's set to 50 anyway. We don't need to go more than 50. Show, yaw pitch, roll. By the way, these are kind of cool. I tried to mess with those. They're a little finicky. Oh, and then we set this one to high, because these are definitely going to be set to high. And there you go. Now we have a much cooler light, as opposed to this light over here, which is just like a ball coming out of the very middle and looks awful. This looks awesome. I mean, come on. You're down here on the ground and that's coming out of that light? It's badass. I'm much more excited about that, and we already set it up there, but like... And these? This is the old way. Oh my god, what happened to that thing? That light is straight up... texture swapped or something? What is happening there? There's a lot of weird things going on with that one. Did I think that one is a separate object, so this piece, for some reason, has a... Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, this piece needs to be a little further out that way. Okay, we're gonna grab that one, and then that one. We're gonna go to X. And X. Enter, enter. What? So is this object... What is this object? Not in line with this one? Let's do that. Oh, nope, that's not supposed to happen. Was it not X? Was it Y? Oh, it was supposed to be Y? Oh boy, that means I've got... Hold on. Okay. Alright, I'm dumb then. That one and this one, so the Y needs to be enter, enter. There we go, now they're the same. I don't know how that happened. The music just cut off. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I see somebody joined us. I am in the process of making the lights look better like this, as opposed to like this, because there's new settings in the lighting, and it's so cool. Look how gorgeous. Oh man, it's actually as white as the light. Oh man, so nice. I'm gonna be able to do the same thing down here, although that is already kind of... That's close enough, I think, that I don't really need to fiddle with those settings. Because of the fact that I replaced them with those boxes that have like the little tiny thin light there. Yeah, I don't really need to go too different. But I do want these to be, you know, wider looking. Okay, so, gotta do the same over here. So, we're gonna grab these, duplicate. OBBs. Select that one, and then this one, and then we hit rotation, location, the without light one we deselect, then we go to the X, we add 10 to it, and that gets it out of our way. Now the question is this one, what's going on with this one? Wait a minute. Was that one poking up out of it? Hold on. It is. When did that happen? Okay. Something weird happened with these. There's no... Oh. Wait a minute. I never held down the back button. And I'm messing with lights. Ooh, what the hell just happened? Alright. Well, that was packet loss, I think. Okay. No. For some reason, these lights are wrong, and there's no way that's correct. It must be about the Z, but also, like, they seem like they're recessed a little more than they're supposed to be. Yeah, I have no idea what happened with these. Let's see. I guess 7.5? And then we'll bring it down one more. There we go, that looks better. Actually, we might even go to... Let's see. Hold on. 7.5. And then we will go to 8.5. There we go. Yeah, that's a good height to be set to. And then we will move this one. Let me try 0.5, see if that's better. Nope, it is better there. Cool, so at least that has a better spot for it. And then location. Then we'll deselect without light. And put that one up in the air. I don't know how that happened. I honestly do not know. Oh, it must have been whenever I added this railing here and made it kind of go over the lip of this piece. Like that. I must not have adjusted the lights. I probably did on the other side. Yeah, I did it over here, where it's slightly rustier and stuff. Because I left the red side a little rustier because I figure it's being exposed to that, and the water underneath and stuff like that a little more. But anyway, the point is that, yeah, it looks like I did adjust the lights down here. I didn't adjust them over to make them nicely fit up against this edge of this lip, but I did adjust them down into the terrain. So I like this position even better though, because it looks kind of like from here, it looks like it's sort of like transitioning into that metal a little smoother, which I like a lot. But also the light though, this light object is so much farther down inside the terrain that this one needs to be moved up so we can even just so we can see. Oh, and on the... Nope, that wasn't right. On the Y-axis, it needs to be moved out so that we can get the light to shine correctly. Just like that. There we go. Now it's working beautifully, which means this one needs to be prefabbed, and now that it's slightly different, and used here and in this area on the other side of the map. Let's see. Rotation. Location. Without light. Deselect. Now I'm still sort of learning these new tools too. So if anybody is wanting to learn, this is just trying to get a good example to help people learn this too. While I do it. Well, I also learn, you know? But yeah, okay, those lights, like, look at that from a distance. That's so much nicer. With the lights actually shining correctly. Ooh, that's still set too low. Hold on. This one is still set to the group medium. This should be high. And there we go. And then these as well, and then I've got to set them all up to copy the thing. So let me do that so I can delete these. Like this one I already did. Let me make sure. I guess I can't quite delete it yet because I need to make sure all of my settings are correct. Let's see. Are 2 objects? Yeah, just 1. Okay, good. Is there a fog or anything set up here? I've got the spot. Gobo is square. Oh, I did have Gobo set up as square here. Let me see what Gobo looks like on here with the area light also set up. Where's square? Square. It looks about the same to me with the area light set up. So maybe it's not much of a change with the Gobo and the area light. I think the area light might be overriding the Gobo, but I could be wrong. But anyway, don't have an animation type here. Do I have one there? No. Do I have a fog cone? There is a cone set up. No, type is none. Never mind. I do not have a type set up. A cone type set up. Okay. That's cool. Alright, so we're good. We are good then. Let me set this one to the Gobo square, even though I don't know that it's necessary. If I don't see a difference, let me set the Gobo to none and watch really closely. No difference. I'm not gonna set it to Gobo then because that could theoretically cause some kind of lag while it's trying to figure out both of them at the same time. Just gonna avoid it because it doesn't appear to change anything whenever you have the area light on set up. So I'm just gonna do this, and yeah, okay, cool. Let's grab our OBB settings. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, and copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, and paste. There we go. Now this side is all set up correctly, and I can delete these older ones, and it just looks so much nicer now. I could still theoretically, let me try it. Let me set this one up to be like that. Area light on length is, it's definitely twisted. There we go. We don't need to be that wide. There we go. Let me bring it down a bit so it matches the light itself. There we go. And for some reason it doesn't have a group yet. So let's go ahead with, what did I set it up on the other side? I think that's probably why, because this is the side that's set up over here. Yeah, group medium. Okay. I had set these to group medium because they aren't quite as important. I could set these to high, but remember, your settings on your game will override this if your computer can handle it. So there's no reason not to give the Xbox One that little bit of you know, bonus, that ability to handle a little bit more of the lighting and the fancy. Ooh, look at how much cleaner that is. It feels so much nicer now. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I had someone today who couldn't tell that the rain effect was happening. And I wonder if that is something I should do, like telling me just today. So I might need to deal with that. Group lighting, this one is going to be on high because I want the flags I have set to high so that they're always lit up and visible. That is the plan anyway. Let's see. Did I set a group to this one? I did not. This one should be high as well because it makes that room appear, you know? It lets you see the gap behind it. As you move, it gives you a bit of an effect there. These, I think, are also should be set to high because all of these are extremely important for being able to see this area from a distance. But, just like I said before, look at these again. Just like I pointed out before, though, these front ones can be set to high because that way I can see them from really far away. But the back ones, they can be set to medium because the likelihood that you're going to be able to see them from any other angle is so low, medium, that they can despawn whenever you're, you know, on the other side of the map. Let's see if this works and if it looks nice. If I am back here, you see how they despawn? So like if I'm on the ground, they will have it spawned in by the time I get over this hill. If I'm over here looking at them, they're spawned in there. Let's watch them despawn. There. That's when they despawn, and look at how that is so minuscule of an effect that I mean of a downgrade that that Xbox One players are going to be so better off with this. Let me go up here and check them just in case. Oh yeah, you can't even see them. The bridge is in the way. Okay, so basically at this point it would just be about flying players. So let's say someone's coming with a Banshee and fades in that. Nice, okay. So I do see that the ones that are facing... Okay, maybe I do need to set all of the ones on the top of the bridge to high. Because look at how the bridge's color changes because of the reflection. Yeah, never mind. These need to be set to high as well. I was hoping to reduce the number, but they are definitely going to need to be set to high as well. High. Was this one still set to medium, or... Let's see. Yeah, that one's high. Okay, cool. And this one needs its OBB from that one, and this one does too. Yeah. But basically, yeah, now it won't until it fades out all of the lights on the bridge there, that the lighting of the bridge, the color of the wall, of that back wall, that one, the piece right there, that piece will remain lit up and colorful. And this is for really low-end players. Again, just reminding you. So this one, though, that one... Oh, I guess, yeah, it's shining directly on these, so that color change will be a little odd, too. I guess I do need to have this one as well. But this one I haven't set up at all, either. I guess we'll go to high. On. Let's bring this up to 10. Let's bring that to there. Might even bring this a little higher to make it feel a little softer. Maybe make it go curve into the wall there, like that. There we go. Ooh, it's a little too wide, I think. It is creating a particle effect there. Like an artifact. Which I don't... That is not the intention. So you're going to view it from here. Let's bring it... Yeah, I guess that's as thin as it can go. I think it does need to be a little bit wider because that way whenever you see it through here, it looks right. But let me see if I can get rid of that effect on the wall. You see that spot effect? Ooh, it gets worse that way. Okay. So that's an area light effect of some kind. Let me see if... Ooh, my screen got really blurry on my stream, apparently. Is that for... I hope that's not for everybody. Oh, no, I've just got it set to auto. There we go. Let me force it to be top graphics so I can actually see. But yeah. Okay, so... here is where Let me see. What do we need to do here? I think to get that fixed, first off, where's the, oh, this is another cool thing. Minimum roughness. Look at that. No shininess. Because the minimum amount of roughness it's allowed to apply in this area is being applied. So you see how that... I've got this extremely shiny golden wall. If you bring this up, it forces it to be less shiny. Which is just interesting. I'm not sure how to use that yet properly, but I'm gonna learn it. Inner cone angle, outer cone angle, brightness, source size. Will that change? Let me go to like 4. Okay, that seems to have changed that a little bit. Let me go to like 60. No, it's just making it less bright in appearance, I think, because of the way that it's changing. It's okay. Near begin, far begin. Oh, interesting. So you can sort of project the light out onto things now. Ooh, that is really useful. That's so cool. It does appear to be helping. Nope, it still has that weird artifact. I think... I'm not sure how to solve that yet. We're just not going to probably worry about it for now. I could increase the shadow distance. I'm not going to worry about it too much until I can figure out what's going on with that one. Because, let's see. Because it's looking so good now. Maybe... Let me see something. If I don't remember if they had already talked about this in the area that I was looking at. Okay. Actually, yes, they did talk about that. They said the solution is to bring down the outer cone to simply not hit the wall there. To hide it, like that. I don't know if that's the ideal solution, though, in this case, because look at the way it's making it a cone again, and we're no longer getting our effect that we want. So, I'm going to just leave that there. I'm going to let that be there. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's not a huge thing. It kind of looks like you have a flashlight turned on and you're pointing it right there. But you know what? That's not too big of a deal. Because the fact that all of these other ones look so much nicer now. Like, the way that that looks, it's just, oof, nice. That's nice. Just... chef's kiss. And then, so, here, we'll set up this one real quick, because it looks like we got new people in. Welcome! And come see what we're doing with lights. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to set this one, it's already set to medium. We're going to set this, and we're going to do a light length, and you see how it's getting kind of longer as it's coming out? That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to do it like this, so that it gets wider. And then, we're actually going to adjust this one's position, because both of these are poking out too far, and I didn't realize that whenever I placed them before. We're going to go ahead and bring them back until they cast a shadow, and then that will be, and we're going to bring them down, so the light will sort of go down to the ground a little better, and then it's going to be coming out of there just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Of course, this one needs to be set up the same way, with the area light on. New settings are always nice. Okay, so this one's not actually centered with this light piece. Or rather, it is. I think it is actually centered, but I have it going into the wall a little bit here. I could be wrong, but yeah. Okay, so I don't want it to be centered. What I want to do is actually go up here to the top. Also, what is going on with my roll and this? Why is this slightly angled? It's so weird. I don't know when that happened. Must have been a long time ago. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this over to the middle of the light as the part of the, at least as far as it is exposed. And then we're gonna go down to the bottom and make that a little wider. We're gonna go one more because I think that would be for the best. One more click over. Oh, the other way. There. Now that's nice. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing over here. So that we can... Oh wait, this one was centered. Interesting. And I did already set to the right width. That's weird. The other one apparently wasn't. Okay, that looks so much nicer though. Look at that. These, of course, are floating lights that need to get deleted. But anyway, and then I've got them set up to where they will now, those two will actually disappear as you get farther now. Actually, I don't even like them disappearing anymore. They looks bad to have them disappear because of the way the light is set up now. In fact, they might even be too bright now. If I bring them down in their brightness to... Wait, why did that say mixed? So many things on here are suddenly mixed. Maybe a 1.5 now? Yeah. So I had it to where, like, those two are supposed to turn off, right? Right there it turns off. You can kind of see it turn back on. Well... Oh, no, it's not turned on. It's not set up on this side of the map. Whoops, it's set up on the other bridge. The opposite bridge. This one and this one should be set to group medium. What that means is they will disappear if you get too far away on Xbox One. But on the Series X, they will not do that because you'll have your graphics setting way higher. But whenever your settings are at or below medium, it will make them behave this way. But whenever you're at ultra, this won't happen. So that's going to be nice. Let's go ahead and once again turn this on. I think we just did 10 on the other side of the... Yeah, like that. Yeah, perfect. And then on... Whoop, just 10. There we go. We have a very nice little... Yeah, those are much better. Yeah, look at that. Looks so much cooler. What's happening with my lighting here? An OBB is hitting that wrong. Or my reflection volume is hitting that wrong. Not the reflection volume. Oh, it's these. These are okay, that's going to be gone whenever I'm done with these. Let me just go ahead and finish up with these then. Let's grab... so I can get them out of the way. So, Control-C... Control-V, just copying their OBBs from before into these lights. Control-V. Here we go. Control-V. Bottom needs to be set to -2. Top needs to be set to 50. I can just do that. So I don't need to go into the other one. And that should be correct on the OBB. Just to make sure that that's all copied over correctly. Yep. And then now, let's see. Gobo, right? Oh no, I'm gonna leave that off. Animation type is none. Hey, PTSD Machine, and yes, I was the one who joined earlier, and you noticed that someone started watching. Yes. I was like, oh, cool, someone's here, because I'd been on for a while with no one joining, and I was like, oh, man, I should probably tweet about this. But also, like, you might have been before that. I don't remember when that happened exactly, but yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you being here. Let's see. So right now I'm updating Waterworks because all of these lighting things are so freaking cool and I just learned a bunch about them today. And I've been like, now I'm going crazy in Waterworks in a way that's probably going to make all of the network issues that people are having in the map drastically reduce, and like the frame rate issues that people are having in this map going to be like non-existent. I just couldn't say, oh yeah, cool. It's all right. I didn't need anyone to say. I just was like, you know, that's cool. I'm glad someone's actually here. I was here for like anyone who's watching back on recording on the playback is gonna be like, yeah, no, he had like no one there the whole time. She's going for like almost an hour with no one today. But yeah. All right, and then delete that one, and there we go. This bridge is now done, I think. So. Actually, you tell me, do you think that's distracting that those lights are popping in? Remember, this is only on Xbox One, not on Series S and X. On Xbox One, those lights will pop in as you get closer like that. And only with the Banshee, like you definitely won't notice that down here. Oh, I ran into the kill volume. So the kill volumes, I have audio by the way at like 0 because of the constant booming effect on Waterworks. that thing's kill volume is right there and active until I have to like actively tell it to go away at the beginning of the round. So I ran into that. But anyway, like you come up here and look, it's already spawned in, I'm sure. Yeah. Now that you can see it, yeah, the light is already spawned in. So like for the people, like pedestrians, ooh, this would be the good angle. Hold on a second, I got a couple of things going on at once. So, okay, sounds good. From this angle, have they spawned in yet? Let's see. Let's see if I can get them to disappear and look bad. Okay, so if you're up here, the light coming from them does spawn in. But honestly, that doesn't even look bad, and you can't really... You don't notice the pop-in because the ramp goes down, and then there's this thing blocking it off. But that may not be the same thing on the other side because the map is different on each side from this middle platform. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, you can totally see the pop-in here, or something. Is that one set to low instead of medium? Oh, there it goes. No, I think it's just because it's not wide. Yeah, see, that's why I set them to low in the first place, because this side is so small. Actually, wait a minute, they're way lower than they're supposed to be. That's weird. Is this whole bridge higher than the other bridge somehow? I'm wondering because like these things didn't have a problem. Oh, the lights over here. All of the lights over here might be lower than the ones on the other side. Anyway, okay, sorry about that. Did you say anything specific to me? So what I was wondering was, do you think, okay, when on Xbox One, as opposed to Series S or Series X, it's going to look like this. Going closer, pop in, as those specific lights turn on. And the reason for that is because that means it won't be rendering those lights until you get close enough so it can stop rendering some lights that are over there, and it can start rendering these lights, and then you'll be able to, you know, avoid as much, you can avoid frame rate issues. But that's only for if you're in a Banshee. If you're on ground, you can't even really see it, because by the time it pops in, like, the bridge itself is blocking the view. So what I did was, that's a, this is an effect called light groups. It's set to medium so that it's like, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those are also set to medium. See, they'll disappear, but I left the ones that are shooting up at the wall at high, and the one at the door frame. So the one in the door frame is still set to high, and that means those side ones, which aren't really necessary, not sure I would notice the pop-in unless I was sniping, right? And instead you're on Banshee, so you're probably just going to notice, like, you're going to be looking at people who are, like, you're going to be dogfighting, you know what I mean? You're going to be shot at, or you're going to be, you know, fighting someone specific, so, yeah, you probably wouldn't notice that. You're right. Thank you, Alexander. And these are, I believe, also set to medium. Let me see if they... Yeah, they're also set to medium. So, like, the main thing is from over here, they're in. Like, they spawn in from this distance. They do disappear if you get back here. I think, yeah, watch. Boom. That's the distance right there. So you can kind of see that one light doing it. But by the time you're actually at the edge and ready to snipe, they're already lit up. So, like, yeah. Yes, this is Waterworks, yes. Yeah, I don't think it would be a problem. Exactly. So this is the Waterworks that's in matchmaking. I'm trying to bring it up to par with these new tools. See, like, this light is still set to the pin, it's not a line. Boom, now it's a line. Select it. Go to area light on, area light length. Boom. Wait, boom, there. Now it's a line. It's so cool. So, that has already made some matchmaking, so I guess it's good enough for 343, huh? Yeah, it is. But they just introduced these new tools, and I am going to use them. And they do allow, like, whoops, I didn't mean to go twice. They allow us to do, like, updates to it, and they'll, like, playtest the updates and stuff like that to get them to make sure that they're matchmaking ready. And since I'm doing this, it's mostly just lighting. It's as long as it makes it smoother. Oh, I didn't know that about the lights. Yeah, it's so cool. It's a brand new thing they just added. Like, this is how the old one looks, and I was, like, just dealing with the fact that the light was coming from this tiny little pinpoint in the middle. You see that little, like, there's a ball of light here that's coming out, and it's reflecting off it. And then this is the new one. Boom, look at that. Look at it. It matches the width. it's so nice. So I'm like, I'm updating all this. I'm tired of my, like, this is gonna look like a dev map by the time I'm done with it, just because the lighting is gonna be top notch. Like, it already looked really good, I think, but like, especially for a big team battle one. I know, right? Hey, Ubernick is here. Is that actually Ubernick? Yeah, so it's someone named Ubernick. Dang, looking good. I know. I'm really liking this new thing, and look at that. It's like, it just looks so much nicer that way. I'm also gonna set all the spawners, look at that bump. I'm gonna set all the spawners to no collision, so that doesn't happen whenever you run over them. Because it's just distracting. I mean, it would be weird to have your feet sink into them, but yeah. Yeah, I just saw your tweet, huh? Thanks! I watch your stuff all the time, so that's awesome. I've got these also set, this is the other thing, is like, I got these set to group high because they're like visible from like all over the map, but then like, I've got this one, these two on the outside are set to medium, and this one on the inside is set to low. And what that means is my graphics card is set to low right now, not maximum, just to show you what an Xbox One would do. You see how it's kind of dark in the middle? If I get closer, it lights up a little more. If you're within, what was it? What is the actual setting? Let me see. Well, welcome, Ubernick. Okay, low is if you're 100 units from the light or more. Or if you exceed 100 units, it despawns. With medium, if you exceed 320 units, it despawns. With high, if you exceed 650 units, it despawns. And just so you know, with a big team battle map, from mid to that base is about 650 units. Like inside that base somewhere, possibly. So like, watch, I'll show you 650 units. Those will despawn at 650. I'm inside the wall right now, so like at 650 units is a really good number. And whenever I have my graphics set to maximum, it's on ultra, it'll override all of this and make them not despawn until I'm really far away, because that's the new settings apparently. I don't forge, but I find this incredibly interesting, right? Well, let's see. And I'm finding it incredibly interesting just because, like, I don't need these to be prefabs sometimes cause a little bit of lag, and I apparently had a prefab just sitting there. But anyway, yeah, and I do forge, and this is blowing my mind. So this is a line light now, for example, it's coming from there, and I had to like make it a pinpoint like normal. I haven't adjusted any of the lights inside here yet, but I did adjust this one and this one. And just being able to make it a line just looks so much nicer. And I can't wait. I don't even have light objects here, by the way. These are just set to emissive. They just reflect off the ground. But yeah. So I'm just really excited. It's blowing my mind. I'm doing it. So I'm taking care of it. Oh man, I just realized these are set to spotlights, but I could actually set them to... I could do that here. Oh wait, hold on. I'm on the red side. Let me do everything on the blue side first, and then I'll copy to the red side. Want to see a short clip of a flamethrower I made with a little scripting? Yeah, sure. That sounds awesome. You'll have to take some comparison images. Oh yeah, I should have. I'll have to go out of my way to figure out how to to go back to the old one so I can take some. Yeah, that's a really good point, Ubernick. Let's see. I'm gonna set this to long. And see, is that, okay, this one is going to be a little harder to spot. Is that correct? Hold on, what's that going on that wall? I see there's lights hitting the wall there. Let's see. It's so far away, I might have to turn on the length or something like that. No, that's making it more smooth. Doesn't feel as much like a proper light at that point. Or, well, maybe I just need to go farther. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's like fuzzing it. There we go. Now it's like hitting it more directly. Let's see. I sent it in Discord. The link will send you to my YouTube. Okay, yeah. Take some... it's the only video so far. Okay. I will check that out in just a minute. Let's see. If I go 4, how wide do I have to go before this? I'm just thinking... Yeah, this is vertical. No, that's vertical. This is wide. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's how I wanted to do. Did you see how like the shine was only hitting in the middle and now it's hitting over here? If I bring it back to this, now it's back to only hitting the middle. This one is from that light. But over here, there's no shining right there. And then boom, now there is shining right there because it's now coming out of this line light like an actual line, which is just going to make these really subtle improvements. I love that. That's really cool. I wonder if I change my cone at the same time, if that will help. Nah, it doesn't seem to be doing much. Yeah, okay, cool. In this case, I don't think I need to. Also, let me check to see my rotation of this, because they were a little bit weird and off. Yeah, this doesn't need to be there. This is probably supposed to be negative 180, and this is probably supposed to be negative 45. There was a weird bug that hit at one point that, like, adjusted everything off by, like, 0.1 and stuff like that. And I think all of these are... These all got hit by it, apparently. Negative 45 and 90 is probably what it's supposed to be. So then this one doesn't have... This one's just a straight... Just like a ball in the middle. And then we go on. Light length. Bring it up. I don't remember what I set it to on the other one. And then boom, boom, and now it's wide. Look at that. All the way over there. Nice. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, I had it at 4. Okay, well, I'll set it to 4 then. Although I kind of like this width. Maybe this is more correct, but we'll try 4. Yeah, no, that looks good. And then down on the ground, that means it's going to come out and it's going to reflect off things in a line coming off it appropriately, rather than like... You see what I mean? Like, it's now shining in a line across there in a really cool, more realistic way. This is so cool. It's so awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pause for just a second to check out your video. Let's see, where is my thing? Flamethrower concept. I gotta see this. Alright, let's see this. I'm gonna make it full screen. Okay, a flamethrower. That is amazing. Eagle.
My favorite human sport. Kill more to win.
So how... I want to know how you script it too, because I want to see how this... Okay, cool. Some bots. Whoa.
Double kill.
Okay, how did you do that? Like, I see the effects. Like, you're spawning an effect. Is it that effect that deals damage to people? Is it the version of it that deals damage? Also, how are you doing that with the... Are you just letting it super combine and, like, burn them? Or, and, like, blow them up? Or are you, and just letting that be the thing that kills them? And the fire is just an effect? Or are you actually doing the effect that damages them? Because I assume that you're, yeah, you said yeah, but that's lagged slightly behind, so you're probably saying that, yeah, it is the fire that deals damage. That is really cool. That is dope. No super combine. So how are you making it to where the super combine isn't coming out then? How are you making it to where the needles aren't coming out? Are you somehow replacing the needles in midair with that? Man, this looks dope. I can't wait to see this done. Okay. Alright, we gotta do it over here now, because that's still nasty looking. Okay. Okay. Here to there. Prefab it, and then this one will be these sides. So yeah, like, how did you do... Like, I am bewildered at how you made to where there are no needles, but you replace the needles with that effect. I mean, I think I could figure out the effect now that I've seen you do it. I could reverse engineer it, but I just don't know how you did the other thing. How you made it to where the needles aren't coming out and hitting them at the same time. Or are you just letting it happen and just not caring? Like, I'm so confused. Because you said no super combined without light. And then, so deselect that one, bring this one up. I'm gonna have to copy over the OBB settings again, because as you can see, these are nice and big and envelop the bridge. These, and we go the opposite direction. That's because I flipped it around for this side of the map. So I've got to... Oh no, commercials. Ugh. Skip those ads. The FX damages them to death, and the gun itself deals pretty much no damage. Oh, did you set your damage to 0? But it registers you as killer since bullets are hitting the target. Good point. It is not simple Needler, it's an Arcane Sentinel as bullets. That's why it melts the player to death. That's so nice. Oh man, that's a great way to do it. Like with my falling stalactites, you might notice if you've ever gotten a kill with them, it doesn't assign you the kill unless you also shoot them before it kills them. So it's kind of an annoying little lame thing that happens from that, but that's just because there's no script that assigns a death of a player. On player death, get, you know, whatever, like I can't just like, the person who shoots that stalactite, I can't put that into a variable and then when a player dies by the area monitor, or the kill volume down there, that I then assign that death to the player who is stored in that variable, because you can't assign a death to another player with a script. So I really wish we had that, but unfortunately I can't do that. But you found a clever way of getting around that by letting the weapon damage them while it's happening just a little bit, just enough. Yeah, just enough to leave a mark, basically. And now they're definitely going to be the one who kills you, or who gets the score. That is really cool and very clever. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Bottom is -2, and then top is 50, so. Let's see. Oh, it's already set. Oh yeah, those are already set. Right, because I'm copying them for the other bridge, so I have fewer things that I have to change. That's nice. I can just delete that one now. And now that one looks nicer. And those look nicer. But yeah, I definitely need to get like a comparison, contrast. I also, man, if Ubernick, if you're still here, I also did this upgrade, which you might have seen on Twitter, because I did tweet this one out. But I don't think it's in the live build yet. That one I've already actually submitted as a build for them to playtest and put into the matchmaking, but I don't think that I don't think they've ingested it yet, or potentially finished playtesting on it, so it's all good. I just gotta wait for that. But man, I love that. I love that yellow. I might even make it less yellow, more of a paler color. But I mean, they were very yellow in the original Waterworks. That's why I set it to yellow in the first place. You are here? Cool. Yeah, so, washing dishes while lurking. Nice.
Suck up another one for the big green.
Awesome. Thanks for the follow. That's what I usually do with people, is I'll be doing dishes and just have it going. Let's see. Let me set this to, and then what I missed there. That's why the bullet's hitting is vital. Yeah. For some reason I thought that was another one. Yeah. Let's see, another message. Let's see. Okay, this one. I just gotta copy these down. So the vines are looking nicer, and the lighting is gonna look nicer, and hopefully there will be less frame rate issues, because anyone who has their frame rate locked to 60 or lower has no frame rate issues on this map at all. But anyone who's got it to like 120 or higher experiences frame rate drops, especially in the middle of the map. And that's probably because mine is locked to 60 and not any higher. And so I never knew that was a problem. So I didn't know I had to solve that. And so basically now we're gonna get to see, I'm gonna hopefully, by doing all this stuff with the lighting, it might clean that up a little bit. And I'm trying some other stuff as well. I forget everything that I was doing, but I also found out I had an effects, like a gigantic light ray that was all the way down here for some reason, pointing up through the map and doing nothing earlier in the stream. Like I looked down there and they would appear and it would pop in across the map, across the whole map. Just booped my mic. And then like whenever I'd look up, it would be gone. And I was like, what in the world? I don't even know when that got there, or why that got there, or why I put it there, if I put it there. No one else really comes into the map. I mean, like, a long time ago, Ocom and Computron both came into the map, and then Quatsi came into the map whenever I was doing scripting, to help me get my scripting working properly in customs, because it would work fine in Forge and then it wouldn't in customs. But then basically, yeah, after that it's like, I don't know. I don't know where that came from, or if it was me, or what. I think it was a different effects originally. Without light. I think that somehow it bugged and it was originally a fog, but it became a light ray. Because I think I had it whenever I did the fake water. But this one needs that one's OBB, so more of that. Just a little copy and paste. Action. I also, by the way, have it to where the tunnels now. Let's see, I hate the fact some scripting works in Forge and not custom. So irritating. I know. It is extremely irritating. But, you know... Oh, it's just these I need to copy over because the 45 and negative 45 is the same. Oh, and that's set to 1... Wait, what? Did I just... Oh! That was smart of me by accident. Okay. So, I need to grab... I grabbed... I think the opposite one and the one that I needed. So that, because the settings are just the same thing in reverse with these, because they're not diagonal lights, they're across from each other. So they are just the same, but then they're yeah. Let's see, that one, and then so basically I just have to go and do the position and rotation. Enter, 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 and then rotation. There we go, and deselect the without light and delete the old one. There we go. Immediately worked.
Favorite primetime channels are on YouTube.
Ugh. So I used to have AdBlock Plus block all of these because I would play my playlists on YouTube the entire time I was streaming. And now AdBlock Plus on YouTube doesn't block anything. And I was like, and this is all just like, you know, I don't know, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Or find another playlist to use. Okay, so this probably isn't set up yet. Yeah, I set it up on the other side of the map or something. This one can be set to medium, but this one I have set to high. That way it will be visible from anywhere on the map, even while the other ones despawn. You have a little bit of yellow in that doorway, so you can kind of see where players might pop their head out. And then this side is set to medium because this one, it probably won't even despawn at the far back of this hallway. Yeah, it'll never despawn from this angle. And it'll probably not despawn from this angle either. Yeah, you'll never notice that even despawned. So medium is perfect for that one. And then these I think are all set to low even right now. Yeah, because I was trying to experiment with them with seeing if they needed to be set to medium. But even through the glass, I can't even tell when they appear. Like, they're gone. Like, they definitely despawned right now. But if you look in there, the emissive objects are reflecting off of there. And so it ends up looking like the lights are spawned. And then you don't even notice when they appear. It just sort of like, somewhere in here in this motion, they're spawning and despawning. And it's completely invisible. And it's mind-blowing how well that works. Because I was just, you know, just randomly tried it. That was one of the first things I did. Oh, this one's not set to anything, though. That one probably has to be set to low. Actually, this one might need to be set to a higher one because this hallway might see that one. Nope. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Right there, it's despawning and respawning. That one right here, I'll set to medium. This one light in this hallway. And that's just because it probably will be very low impact to have that one set to medium with everything else set to low. But, you know, yeah, like I said, everything else will be set to low. This is all still prefabbed. That's really weird. Where's my light object here? It's hard to find. Forerunner cover block? Actually, do I even have? Oh, right. I've got different lights here. They are... these... Oh, good, they are still there. Why are they so low? That is so weird. Okay, well, anyway, they're all prefab, so I can grab them all at once. And they're set to low priority despawn, respawn, and despawn. Okay, that's good because, like I said, you will see that they won't. Oh, it does. You do see those pop in. Nah, we want that to indicate to you which side of the map you're on. So I will set the red ones. The white ones can be fine, but the red ones I want to set to despawn. Let's see. Oh, wait, I don't even have that one selected. What? Or that one? Did I deselect everything? No. Oh, it's just the two red ones. I am so confused. Okay, apparently these are these, and these two are not in a prefab. I was expecting them to be in a prefab, but I guess not. So they're going to both be set to low, because those can despawn back here and it won't be a problem. And then as I round the corner, they'll already be red to tell you you're at red base. Those are important to be there, but the yellow lights, since they're just adding to the lighting of the room, which is already there, yeah, we're good. Perfect. Let's see. Alrighty. Yeah, since I also, like I was saying, wash dishes while lurking on people's streams, I know exactly that I have forced you, by talking to you specifically, to touch your phone while your hands were wet. So I am sorry. Let's see. This hallway, this light needs to be lit up from a distance, but not a very major one, because this front light will be here to light up the frame. So we're going to do this one at high, and then the one on the interior at medium. That way, as you get farther away from it this way, the medium one will despawn inside that tunnel, and you won't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah. Here we go. Okay, so this one can be set to high, and this one to medium. And, oh, these are set to medium. Yeah, I don't need that at all. I need this can be low. And I actually kind of like that, because this hallway, I liked how dark it was when I initially made it, but a lot of people told me it was way too dark, and that was like a lot of feedback. So now it kind of gets a little darker as the lights sort of, you know, do their thing and turn on as you kind of, a little bit as you get through there. And so that might make it a little bit better. This reflection volume had to be set up to very specifically to create the lights the way they are and like shine the way they are and everything like that. But yeah, it kind of worked out in the end. I kind of wish that the lighting shadows were in here were a little bit better, but I had to do it this way to try and keep it from costing too much, because I have a lot of lights in this area. But yeah, anyway. Actually, I was noticing my bubbles are not very intense anymore since this season, I think. Let me see if I need to adjust the angle. It's a little better. Oh, I turned wind on. Ah, I think at some point I was playing around with wind and fog and didn't notice that I turned wind on, so now the bubbles are moving to the side. That's actually not terrible, because it kind of makes them moving in a direction feel a little bit more interesting. I think that's what's happening anyway. No, because these are going the opposite direction. Okay, that's weird. That's really weird. Let me see what is happening here. It's just the one object. Got the bubbles selected, and they're just,
Hey, it's Kane Brown.
Jesus, more commercials.
On YouTube and YouTube Shorts.
Skip that. That's annoying. Okay, let's see. Let's go to... I really do need to find another way to get music into the stream. Let's see. Well, I'm at 96% game simulation and forge simulation. That's kind of crazy. Cathedral, interior large. Where is the wind effect? Wind... Yeah, pitch is 90. Is that going to adjust the direction of these? No. No, I think that's something else. I think 90 is actually pointing straight down at the ground. And then whenever you put it 0, it starts going a different direction or something like that. If I remember correctly. But why are they flowing this direction? It's bubbles rising. But like... It's very weird. Well, if I put it in an awkward angle, it sort of starts to straighten it out. Maybe I'll just do that on purpose. Sort of make them rise up. Oh, nope, that's making them disappear on the sides. Let's see. Just scale them up maybe a bit. Don't know. That seems to be the best I can do. Oh yeah, I wanted to add grime to this. Yeah. See, so Windows, right? They've got their dirt and their grime on them, right? But they're only like so dirty. And you have a maximum. This is gonna end up being stuck in a lighting folder. So let me go ahead and switch folders to. I'll just set it to the layout folder. That's all I really need to do. Set as working folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the new objects that are not supposed to be this way, but they work. And it's great. Accents. Fences. There's now a chain link fence non-telescoping, right? And then what you do is you take your chain link fence non-telescoping and you set your cyclone fence texture to whatever you want, and they accidentally have all sorts of things that aren't supposed to be in here, like alpine bush, which has some like tree branches. It's actually part of a tree, an alpine fir, which are the branches of the tree objects, right? And they just like apply them to things. Anyway, the reason this fence is so cool is that it actually has it has these, but but more importantly, it has these in a way that has an alpha channel, so it's actually transparent around the branches. And then the really cool thing is that then you get where is it? Grime? I think it's called grime. Grime? Just grime? Nope, not just grime. It's called grime something or something grime. Got to figure out which one it is. Generic grime. There we go. Generic grime has this sort of like has an alpha channel. And what that means is now we're actually finally able to like scale it and put some dirt on the glass. And I might do that here. I don't know for sure. I haven't actually like tried it yet on this particular window, but I've tried it in the on the other maps, another map that I was doing just as an experiment. And we're gonna see if this works. Okay. Because players were telling me that they were trying to jump through this, and it seemed like that just seemed kind of dumb to me. But I was like, okay, well, I'll see if I can figure something out. And now we finally have this in this season, so I'm like, maybe this is the way to do it. I don't remember who it was who told me that they tried to jump through this, and we're like, oh man, I didn't expect that. I thought that was an opening, but it turned out to be glass. I was like, there's a shine on it, and scratches, and like a clear fog. But yeah. Anyway, like that is clearly a window. Anyway, I think it might not work here just because the frame will be really visible. I can sink it into there, right? And then maybe make the glass even sink a little closer. Like if I did it here, and then I made the glass thinner. Scale it on this axis. Oh wait, hold on. Let me go. It's scaling, I think, on this side. Hold on. 45. Set my rotation point to the middle of the object, and then we'll bring it down. There we go. And then maybe it'll be inside. Do I have 2 pieces of glass here? Wait a minute. Oh, I do. Wow, I even made it extra foggy. What? Why did he? Maybe that was my solution already. I don't remember solving the problem by putting a second pane of glass in here, but I must have. Anyway, maybe that's why it's so foggy and easy to see now. Well, I don't know. Hey, Mr. Greencastle. Welcome. Let's see. Check this out. I'm trying to put dirt here. Do you think this is necessary? I'm gonna put it in. I'll recess it if I do. Do you think putting mud on this wall would be necessary? Not necessarily on the inside here. I might put it over here, so that it actually makes more sense to have mud there, because the inside of the building wouldn't get muddy as easily as the outside. So let's flip it around. And actually, I don't even know if I needed to flip it around. Like if it was like really muddy right there, and like if you came over here, you could see the mud through the glass. I don't know. It may not be necessary. There was just somebody who told me that they tried to jump through it. And I was like, huh. I guess it needs to be more obvious. Dunno. I kind of don't like it. I'm going to use it in other maps. But in this map in particular, I don't especially like it. But yeah, okay. Well, are all these set up correctly? That's the question. Oh, I also did. Oh, right. One of the other things I had to do. I basically ended up building up a chore list of things I needed to do on this map. One of the things I need to do is go reset up. Oh, this. Yeah, this does need to be medium because this one's really obvious whenever it disappears, and you're down here. So yeah, I'm setting up all my lights to work better, Mr. Greencastle. Let's see. Lady Marty singing. Yeah, the Lady Marty song singing is like. That was mind-blowing whenever I heard about that. I was like, wait a minute. That was Marty? Says who? Says Marty himself. Oh, these are already set up. Okay, I must have already set those up. These all kind of need to be set to... let's see. One of the all-timer tracks. Exactly. It is too. It really is good. I love that. It's like, you, sir, should not be so good at sounding like a woman whenever you are singing. Whenever you're just going through and throwing together a random soundtrack. That, like, I'm pretty sure he even talked about how he, like, he was kind of phoning it in with that one. He was like, I don't have anyone to sing it. I'll just do it myself. And he just sang it, some random noises into the microphone and threw them in there. And it just happened to be this iconic sound effect now. Okay, it's clearly grabbing, look, there's like outlines of something over here. Yeah, I don't want these to all be the same because they're going to have different OBBs. And that might, I might end up accidentally grabbing them all as a prefab and then giving them all the same OBB. And that would be bad. That one's already separate. So these and those, good. The two sides are also not... Earlier I did that. These are set up to be the exact same OBB as these, and just by coincidence, it fit perfectly, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I'd already I'd accidentally messed up and selected them whenever I wasn't supposed to. These, however, how many objects are there? 12? Oh boy. What else does it have in here? There's no way these 6 count as 12. So it must have more lights somewhere. Let's see. You can make the wire gate into glass as well as that fence piece. Oh. Oh, this is all one... Okay, I see. Ah, that's the question. So these are also going to have opposite OBBs, so I need to remove these from here as well. You were saying you can make the wire gate into glass as well as that fence piece. Yeah, it's really cool. By wire gate, are you talking about the like the original one, the regular like chain link fence looking one that doesn't even have like a fancy metal frame? Because that's really cool. I didn't know that. Let's see. We're gonna put this one to high. We're not doing that. We're gonna do OBBs. That's right. The OBB is not set up. On and aha. Yeah. See, this is opposite what it's supposed to be. I think because it was setting it. It was, even though I didn't have these set up to where OBB was turned on. Because they were in the prefab with these, it was still setting the OBB values just underneath the layer of the OBB. What's up? You're thirsty? Oh, okay. If your mama able to get you a drink, and if not, can one of your sisters get you a drink? Because I can come get you one if you need me to, but I'm just trying to see if your sisters are available. What? You need me to get you one? Oh, I see. Right. I might have to pause the stream for a second to go get my son a drink. Something to drink. Apparently he didn't get a drink with dinner, so... Let's see. Same style as the fence. Okay, the security gate. Same style as the fence. Okay, okay. So there's a chain link fence non-telescoping. I thought you meant like this one, which is a little... Oh, this one doesn't have any texture thing at all. Okay, so it's the regular fence, this one? The telescoping one? Is that the one you're talking about? Let's see. Cyclone fence. Covenant light bridge? What? Okay, I never tried that before. Let's see, but the chain link fence, yeah, there's a lot of Covenant textures in here now, which is really cool. This is the only one I know about. Where is the one that you're talking about? Is it this one? Region 1 is just color. Interesting. You can't even change that one's chain link. Okay, well, like I said, I might have to pause it and go give my son something to drink. This is the one that's like very underused. Like, I hardly ever see anyone using this for anything for what it's supposed to be. And the really cool thing is, though, that you can use it for things it's not supposed to be. Like, you could like have these striped panels in something. And like you could use them as reinforced ribbing for like a wall. Like, check this out. Like, you could like stick these inside this is a terrible wall for it because it's all natural and angled and stuff like that. But like if you were to like stick this into the wall and like put the frame piece up at the cliff ledge, you know, and look like it's sort of a retaining wall, and then have like rocks down here, so it would just be really cool. And it's just, yeah, anyway. The gateway is what I had in mind. Gotcha. Have you thought about adding crystals by using the new ice shard assets? I was helping a friend out yesterday to get visual upgrades on his map, and those assets are so versatile if you shine a 100 plus brightness colored light on them. Oh, yeah. I did see someone wanting to do that. Fence tall? I didn't even notice this one. It's like a double fence. I also forget these exist. Jeez. How many objects? There's so many objects in the game that I often forget some of them even exist. It is not the same problem as we had with like Halo Reach. Oh yeah, there's the, okay, so you can change those, and you can change these to things that are, see, the thing about it is that I don't think any of them have an alpha channel for this one. All the ones with alpha channels are hidden, except for the cyclone fence, I think, for this thing. Right? Let me see if I pass through one. Because you can change the texture and onto other things, and it's really dope. I don't... Can you actually... I just realized, can you shoot through this? Or is it the other fence you can shoot through? I'm just gonna... Oh, there it is. Minimum vending... Wait, what? Oh, wait. No, it just hadn't loaded. Okay, my bad. Hold on a second. I want to try this. If I put this on the ground... and I shoot through it, will it hit it? No, it's hitting the wall behind it. The grenade bounces off it. It's not hitting this thing, it's hitting the wall behind it. See the dust cloud? See? Dust clouds? It's kind of interesting, because you could, like, theoretically do this, like, use this for an actual purpose in some kind of weird map. Oh man, the vending machine keeps on not loading in. I think it's like invisible like glass. What were you saying though? Let's see. Very interesting looking, and unlike other things we've had in this game, right? The crystals, exactly. Have you seen the 2 flood options on the fence yet? I have. I've also, those were actually in it last season. I actually set those textures all over in on the map that Ripshade and I made, called Redacted. Oh, we looped. But let's see, flood. Where are they? I think are they before Forerunner? They're in here somewhere. Maybe they're not on this one? Where is it? That's weird. I use them a lot on a whole bunch. Oh right, they're in Grime Layer. On everything. That's right. If you go to the Grime Layer section, they're on everything. Flood Pustule and Flood Skin. And then you can just crank up that Grime Layer. Yeah, there we go. There's Flood Pustule and Flood Skin. Flood Skin is like this sort of dark grayish, slightly yellowish kind of color. It's kind of interesting. The shards are semi-transparent, so you can strategically shine light/sun through them, and it looks so cool, especially with other colors. That's really awesome, because I was... Oh, really? I never saw them before this season, when they painted it out the other stream. Pointed it out the other stream I was watching. Yeah, I actually was the one, I think, who broke the news on that one. I found it in there. Someone else probably also did, but I know I did. Let's see. See, this is a problem. This is causing reflections out here. I just realized, I think that's why this area is so bright out here now. It's because these lights are so bright, and then they're hitting that reflection volume. I actually need to bring these down now that they're so wide to make them like a 2. Yeah, there we go. That should help a bit. But I realize that that's where where it ends, right? Yeah, something weird is going on with my lighting here. I'm going to fix that. Okay, yeah, I gotta go help my son get him something to drink. I'm gonna pause it for a second. I will be right back. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this glow. It seems a little strange, and I think... You know what it might be? Look, the OBB is going back that far. Maybe it's coming out of this thing going... Because this thing's going back too far. Yeah, okay, let's try this thing's OBB. Let's try it. We'll go to negative 10. There. And then to... Which one is it? This one. Negative 10 there. Let's see if that changed where it's hitting. It does appear to have reduced it just a little bit, I think. It's still hitting right there, though, on the metal. Is it affecting it outside that area? It could also be this one shining over onto that side. Let's see. We'll try that, too. Like, maybe it's this range, the 45 range. Okay, yeah, so it's got to be this thing. It's just a weird little lighting issue. We'll try more of the OBB here. We'll go -5 and -5 and see if that solves it. No. And it must be something else. Is it the reflection volume? Maybe it is. Oh, you know what I can do now? I forgot. You can turn, the reflection vol is active, you can turn that off. Nope. It doesn't appear to be doing anything whenever I turn it off. Oh wait, I'll turn it off and then rebake the reflection volumes. Let's see if that works. But I didn't change anything about the reflection volume, so it really shouldn't be. You know, that shouldn't be the problem, but it might be. Ah, yeah, look at that. It is the problem. Okay, so what I changed was the light that the reflection volume is picking up. So something is hitting the reflection volume a little differently than it used to. I can't wait until we can rotate OBBs on, like this volume. This area of the reflection volume can't be rotated. But you can now officially rotate OBBs inside the lights. And so I'm thinking that they're probably also working on working out a way to potentially rotate reflection volumes, which would be really nice. Let's see, I have it at 5 and 5, and it looks perfectly fine on the other side, so I'm going to keep it that way on both sides. And I need to solve this problem. And I think the solution is actually going to be to rotate these away from the reflection volume ever so slightly, and hope that they don't show up in the reflection volume now if I rebake it. It may do nothing. We'll see. I might even have to like despawn them while I bake reflections and then re-put them in. Jesus, gosh, so many ads. I hate that. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out something to do with that. I think maybe they're too wide. Let's try that. Like this was the first one I did, so I don't really need them to be this wide anymore. I can just go to this wide. That looks much nicer, actually. These are where I was experimenting with it. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Let's see how that works whenever I bake it. Okay, thought I heard something. Oh, what? Get your art book from the other room, right? I can find you some paper, but give me a second. Printer paper. Sometimes we stream with kids involved. And it's them knocking on the door asking for things. Alright, there you go. You gonna draw something? Very cool. Alright. Okay, there we go. Okay, back. Okay. It does not appear to have helped with the reflection volume. Okay, so something is going wrong here, and I don't like it, but it's definitely I already brought down the values, right? I can probably do it more, but that's not going to do a whole lot. What I need to do is probably the cones, right? So the cones are set to 170. if I focus them in a little more on the inner cone and the outer cone, then that actually doesn't appear to downgrade their quality at all anyway. And now that they're set to this line shape, let's see. And let's see, fog intensity, source size, I might be able to bring that up a bit. Light range, 70. Oh boy, that does not need to be 70. Pretty sure, no, 30. Hold on, their OBBs are set to scaling with it, I think. Yeah, turn that off. I hate that setting. I really wish it just set the default off. Anyway, light range, maybe 40. There, now it's hitting the back wall just fine. And lighting up the room just fine. Perfect. Okay, now we're gonna rebake the reflections again and see if this fixes it. This is a new thing I just introduced to this problem, so I know it's something I've got to solve now. Okay, that's done. I think I do, now that I've got the cone thinner, I think if can I bring this a little wider again? No, that's not really going to do much. Oof, that doesn't actually look any good anymore. Let's just do... It made the line not as wide as the light. So let's solve it a different way, if we can figure out a different way to solve it. Like, maybe move the reflection volume itself. That's what I was thinking about doing anyway. Like that. That's how I had it before, 170. And let's see how the reflections look after that. It's probably going to go back to crap. Back to very bad. Actually, no, that's not as bad still. I think the main thing is that, like I said, the lights from in there are being applied to out here. And that's no good. Whoa. Hey, Computron, how's it going? You're here to... Hey! This is Computron. This is who I was talking about whenever he came and helped me out with the lighting in this map in the first place. So we got a lot. They added area lights. Yes, look at how nice this looks now. Look at that. It's as wide as the line. It's as wide as the line there. There's so many cool things. And now I can do stuff like this, so I can say, hey, this light, right, it's very important. Group on high, so it stays rendered from really far away. But these little ones, not quite as important. You know, we'll set them to medium. And then that means that, like, if your graphics card is set to lower settings, then you don't have to worry about that rendering at all. And it's just so cool. I was not ready for this to be in the game. This is very cool. And of course I upgraded the way that the vines look, but that's completely separate from lighting. Let's see. I'm trying to solve the thing where a lot of people are experiencing frame rate drops on what do you call it? Emissive objects in there that are reflecting off of the top. So it's like, yeah, it's all like working out very nicely. What was that chime? I just realized. I don't know what that was for. I didn't pay attention. I think that was my computer saying something, but yeah. Anyway, the point is, yeah. I see you checked out Tyler's update. Lol. Yeah? Wait. Tyler's update. I don't know if I did. Oh, is the stream lagging? Oh no, it's practically frozen. No! Oh, Jesus. Well, at least on Kick it's practically frozen. Let me check on YouTube. Let's see. Live on YouTube? Let me see. So laggy. Okay. Yeah, it's practically... Okay, I'm gonna bring it back down my bit rate to 1000 again, because apparently my internet just decided to start crapping out again. The ISP is working on this, by the way. We're gonna get it solved. But yeah, okay, needs to be amended. I'd love to chat with you more about it on Discord. It would be a great opportunity to discuss the issue in more detail and to come up with a solution together. Would you be willing to chat with me on Discord? My username is S500. I don't know who. What do you mean by Tyler's update video? I don't know that I have seen that. Let me see. Which I was looking at some tutorials. Hold on. Yes, it is Tyler's. Yes. Yeah, it is Tyler's. I didn't look at his name. I'm dumb. But yes, I have. I need to be amended. I'd love to chat with you more about it. That would be cool. I would love to. I'm working on everything, and I just didn't read who made it. Catching up on the video, I like the Xbox One's optimizations. They should look good and help with performance on my Steam Deck. Yeah, and see, the thing is, like right now, I've got my graphics set to what Xbox One will experience, and you can see the things that are set to sort of despawn if you get too far away from them are sort of set to do that. But then it maintains, I'm maintaining key lights, right? It's like that light right there I'm maintaining because it shows the shape of that alcove, and a player could be hiding back there. So if you're in a Banshee, you need to be able to see that that exists, right? Then I'm maintaining the lights on the bridge, and I'm maintaining the lights here and like back there. And I'm trying to maintain like lights inside the buildings. All of the flags are set to like really good, you know, distances, all the flags. Well, except for these. These flags, they don't need to. They can be rendered at actually at low, which is really cool because that means, you know, group low is going to be, that's going to be great. And a whole bunch of stuff. Man, you see that packet loss in the top right corner? That is all my ISP. Yeah, I think I've got almost all of them up to date to right now. These are of course set to high because they have to they're part of the aesthetic of the map. They got to be there. Oh, I haven't adjusted any of these. Let's adjust these real quick. Also, I think I was in the middle of one and completely distracted myself and forgot what I was doing because of the annoying lag in my stream, which hits every now and then because of the ISP issues. I'm gonna replace these with like I've got them. Okay, this is set to. Well, first off, we definitely don't need these more than medium. Let me see if I even need them on medium. Let me go to low and see whenever they despawn. Yeah, look at that. It despawns up. Yeah, it probably despawns around here, but it's like it's not even there whenever I'm up here. Also, what is going on here? Are these? Did I fail to set these colors? No, they're set correctly. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the lighting on these. That's new and weird. I hate that stupid thing. I used to have AdBlock Plus fix that. Now I've got to go through it until I can figure out a new music solution. Okay. So all of these lights in here can be set to probably low. Because, let me see if that one despawns in view. Nope. It doesn't even despawn in view there. Wow, that's nice. Okay, what the last one would be like up here. If like it despawns up here. Nope. Nope. You don't see it despawn here either. Okay, so basically that lighting... Oh, jeez. Where am I? The light right here can be set to low. This one can be set to low. My packet loss is going to cause bugs on my map. No, not really. But, yeah. I'm always concerned about that. Let's see. Low. Put that on low. And on low. Now, the other question is lightens. The area light length. Let me see if these are set up to go. Let's see. I think it's set up the wrong angle on these. See that? It's getting wider this way instead of wider with the length of the light, which is a little frustrating, to be honest. So what I need to do is do the same thing I did with the bridges, the side bridges. I replaced it with a, without light, and then placed my own light object. So I'll probably just have to do that again. I'll just grab this and move it in there. Ooh, where am I? I lost track of where I am. Hold on. Let's back out. Okay, here we go. Down into there. The OBB box is making it very difficult to see where I am. And we'll set this back to its proper angle, and then we'll come over here and we'll just snap it to there and actually go a little higher, snap it to this. What? No. There. That'll work. And then we can go a little lower with this just to make it nice and visible, and then on the Y. Oh, this way? On the X. There we go. Now we're nice and centered. Okay. So I need to replace this thing with a without light, and I need to do all these settings correctly, hopefully. But yes, I hope that Trust22 that you're still here, because it just seemed like my thing just completely lagged out like right after you said that. Actually, while you were sending that, my whole thing bugged out. So hopefully you're still here. But I am interested. You're saying you want to talk in Discord. Are you in you want to talk in Discord like right now? Let me see. Let me see. If you're saying like right this second. Let's see. Let's see. You can use 2 lights for those, one for the area lighting and another for the tube look. So your spec lighting fits the bulb of your light. Yeah, and actually... Huh. That's a good point. What if... I have these set up, I think these have fog, right? They're projecting fog down in here. I could just turn off the light on this one. And like right here. Not there. Like right here. I've got mist here, and I can say enable parent light and turn that off, and then use this one to project an actual light that's set to the correct, which by the way, its OBB is all jacked up because it's set to the bridging. It needs to be bottom, probably. We'll just go -50, and that should fill the whole area, and then we will go, we'll just set everything back to 50, -50, and then I'll find the exact area we need to do in a second. -50. There. Now we got a good clean setup, and I think that's already the line that's right there. Yeah, it's already starting to sort of be a line with the width here. Oh wow. And look, okay, let's see if I go. You can use 2 lights for those. Yeah, catching up on the video like the Xbox One S optimization. Area light enable length, then adjust. Area light enable length, then adjust. Yes. And then I might do radius a bit as well, but let's see. Nah, it's gonna be it's a very thin light anyway. Let's keep it like that. It actually is creating a nice shine there. And then we can go with, what was the value there? I had it at 8, and I had a different yellow because down here is more of a white in the original map. I think I had more of a pale yellow. That one? Yeah, that one. So there's a little bit more pale, almost white light in this area. Let's see. Minimum roughness, matte fog. Yeah, okay. One thing that I noticed that's kind of strange is that some of the lights don't seem to have the thing that shines light on your weapon. I do have some that I turned on for that, like these right here. I don't know if there's like a maximum limit that you can have set to it, but like when they're not in the prefab, you can see it's on. Say first person contact shadows, and that's turned on there. But then you just saw how this light, for some reason, just doesn't have it. Not sure what's up with that. It just doesn't even have the option in the list. No clue. They're both set to spotlights, you know, everything's about the same. Maybe if I switch the point and then go back? No. Just trying to see if it would reset itself. Anyway, okay, light range, source size 12. Source size 12. That's a bit high. I think I had like fog on the map at one point, and I needed my source sizes to be really high. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly. I don't want that to happen, and I think that's a result of these tiny little thin objects that are in that vicinity, and I think that if I bring it down, it'll clean that up. There we go. No, one more tick. There we go. So now that cleans up the that double line thing that was going on. It unfortunately means that the light up there is, well, actually it's shining on itself down like that. Oh, I don't have the gravity volumes on because I'm just hitting the back button. Oh, you can't see up here. Okay, anyway. I think this might be the way to go. And those lines are from these that I already set up. Let's see. Larger area lights aren't really good for those player shadows. Mainly ones like hallway or small spec lights, light from consoles, small wall lights, etc. Okay. All right. I was just this one I had set it to do it just because I figured you'd be walking underneath them and they'd light up the top of your gun or whatever as you were going through. I don't know. I don't have a lot of those kinds of lights that shine on your weapon from the side. I've got like this one, but it's like it already kind of does, I guess. Is it set to something? Also, why is this all set to... It's all off. This isn't supposed to be like this. It should be 60, I think. Oh, weird. Why is it using the mouse and keyboard? That was strange. Alright. Is that correct? No, 45. 45. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Weird. Anyway, having too many of those player shadows on will mess with perf too. Okay. Well, I can always, for example, with these two that I have set up, just one of them is really necessary if I did want to do a light from above there. I was just trying to play with it and see what it was going to be like and try it with perf. And and for some reason, yeah, it wasn't coming up. Why are all of these off? They were not off whenever I was in this map last. 45. Like, I've seen things off by like a whole, you know, by a couple, like 0.5 or whatever. But a whole negative 1.5%? I mean, only value? That seems surprising. Anyway, okay, so what we got here is a line like that. To be honest, I might even do just... No, I was going to say I could just do one across the middle. And here's another thing I have a question about, is Gobo? Yeah, Gobo. Does Gobo still apply whenever you have the area light affected? I tried box and like square because I had square set up for them before, and that wasn't really, that didn't really serve a purpose. But do they cause problems for each other? Because the reason I ask is because there's crystal. Is because if I do like the lined, I could theoretically get away with just one light in the middle here. And what I mean by that is, where is it? Stripe noise. See if stripe noise will stripe the correct direction through it. What I was thinking was if I could create... Here, let me go somewhere that's like a little... that has no other lights to try and get a little better view of it. I'm not getting a very good view of it. Let's see. Probably because it's not... Let's see. Okay. Anyway, I was trying to see if like I could put one in the middle with stripe noise. It would kind of give the idea of two lights, you know what I mean? By splitting it in half or something. But I have no idea if that's going to work. I just thought I'd give it a shot. Let's see. Like if I make this really wide... Let's see, I heard another guy say he has a bunch of stuff on a map shifted as well that happened in an earlier season to a lot of Forgers. 343, yeah, it came out with a patch that basically reversed the problem. Oh, cool. I maybe, I don't know. I don't know how it didn't, why it didn't reverse for me, but yeah. So there we have a line, and if I do another one, then they'll be slightly offset from one another. So let's say we go duplicate that direction, and we grab this one and that one, and we go to our location, and we go enter, and that puts it over here. And then now we've got two of them. I still have the stripe noise turned on, but it's not really, I don't think it's doing anything, so. Because the I think the area thing makes it to where the gobo doesn't activate. Let's see. I just read it as 343, I'm pretty sure. Then your problem will be... Oh wait, so if you have problem and fix it yourself, then 343 adds the fix. Your problem will be there again, but in opposite direction. Yeah, you can use both or one. Usually use OBB when it fits the room. Use area for far and near when it needs to be rotated, like hallways at 45 degrees. Nice, yeah. I am just saying your problem could be similar and they will fix it eventually. That's true. Then use spotlight in those hallways if you want actual fixtures. If you just want area lighting, then use the near far option. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. I like that it's now straight lines, right? Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think I turned this one off. It'll look even nicer once this thing's turned off. Let's see. Off. There we go. There we go. That's even cleaner. Kind of creates an H. So those lights are reflecting off and coming and being visible for me. And yeah. What do you think? Good. And then this one needs to be set up the same way. See, it's got a nice like rounded glow that isn't really doing much for me. I think I want to do that here too. I don't know if this is fully like perfectly set up yet. I know that I'm doing my best. Let's see. Let's see. The location needs to be this way. And then come back down a little bit. Make sure there aren't any weird lighting artifacts. Turn this one off in its settings. Let's OBB. Hold on. There we go. Enable parent light. There we go. And then this one can now be, of course, I've got this really wide, so let's try bringing this way down. To like 8. Let's see, then use spotlight on this hallways. Yeah, so this looks like it's working so far pretty nicely. I haven't even rebaked the lighting, so who knows if it's gonna look a little different whenever I'm done. But just to compare it, like this part came out so nice that it just blew my mind. Okay, so like I'm trying to figure out all of these to make them match. I don't know if you've done anything with the reflection volumes yet since I've only seen the last bit of this video, but I think they wrote up in the blog post that they added an additive reflection volume mixing. Yes, so that it would be useful for painting the overall reflections on the map and then replacing them with smaller rooms. Yeah, so I'm running into an issue like this where like this glow is coming off of this reflection volume because I set up the lights in here in a new way, and I'm probably gonna I'm having some sort of issues. I've got blend on top on. I might be able to turn that off for this one now that I think about it, and that might make it to where the room will blend with it there, and I can actually decrease my blend distance or increase my blend distance. That's a good point. If I could if I double it and I try to redo reflection volumes, that might actually clean this up a bit, because then it'll bring it back from the edge. Let's see. Ah, yeah, that's much better already. The wall's looking much better, but it's still got the inside all being reflective, which is good. Cool. That actually kind of solved that one. I was running into that earlier. So these settings are actually very different from the opposite side of the map now because I did so many adjustments. They're 1 and 0.1, and I changed their brightness to 1. Let me go see what the other side is set to. This song reminds me so much of Metroid Prime, the ice levels. It always has, and it always will, and I will always bring it up. Let's see. Okay, area light. Yeah, I brought this all the way to... Oh, wait. No, wait, is this the side that I adjusted? This one looks much better. Okay, hold on. This is the side that I adjusted to. 2, 1, and... let's see. And then 1 here. Yeah, 2, 1, and then... Yeah, and the 1 I guess I didn't change. Let's see. Let's fix this. And this. Okay, so bringing this down to a 0.2 is the one that actually matches the width of the light, which is way cleaner. But also I just fixed the problem, the lighting problem over here and not over here where this weird glow is here. But yeah, I did go through and I set a lot of these like blend on top, yes or no. I'm just gonna do the blend distance this time without changing the whether it's on top or not, and see if that alone fixes it, or if I need to do both. Oh, I forgot I had Dr. Pepper. Nope. I think I need to do both. So I need to turn off blending on top and adjust the render distance to 14 instead of 7. Or the blend distance, rather. Okay, yeah, that's already a lot cleaner. It still feels like there's a little bit of a bleed over there, but it's working out. It also makes the rooms aren't so ridiculously bright as they were before, which is something that I like too. That's something that they were so bright yellow before, and they were okay, but I just felt like I needed to. They were a little too bright. But the whole map is a little dark, and I need to figure out a little bit better how to light the entire map without affecting everything. One thing that someone suggested was literally just grab a light instead of just this one, which is set to light up the ceiling and key locations. Make it huge and make it not cast shadows. And I was like, that seems like a bad idea, but here, I'll give it a shot real quick. Just to see. Light range, like 600. And then that was supposed to help, but like, I don't know, doesn't even really. Try 1,000. It's like not even doing anything, but it does. I guess with this new area light thing, it will not. That was one of the problems, is doing that, right? Whenever I was doing it before. But I can clean that up now, because I can do the area light by making its radius much larger. And then it just sort of, right? Oh, that is way too powerful. That is making it look like Halo 2 graphics. But no, it's also affecting the shininess of everything. So I'm doing something wrong, but I might be on the right track in some way to try and create a an effect here. This is terrible, but we'll see. And I've got it set to shadowless just so it doesn't cast shadow. I know I can just toggle them off up here, and I think they are. Yeah, it's casting a static shadow, but anyway. Let's see, shadow start distance, fog intensity. If I do minimum roughness, look at that, all the shininess disappears. It's terrible. It's terrible in this case. I mean, let's see. Fog intensity, source size, it's set to 100. Light range, yeah, I definitely need to bring this back down. I don't think I would need to go more than 600. I just was trying that. And I definitely don't think I need that. And this is just to light up the entire map. Because over there is nice and bright because of the skybox, like the skylight. But over here, people have told me it's too dark, and I didn't want to like wash it out. But I also was trying to figure out solutions, and that is a lot tougher than it sounds. Okay, so let's see. So let's what is the maximum here? I think it's 200, right? Or is it 100? I just want to see what my range is. I wonder if the area lights will have blurrier shadows. That's a good question. Like this is if I just stick this here. This is if I put it here as just a basic light up. Does this work? Or is this terrible? I mean, I can still set the value different, right? So like this is at 14, but if I just bring it down to 7, is that good? If you're trying to brighten up your room, brighten up the walls, use lights at like 50 to 100 range, brightness around 5, and use the near-far method to hide the actual center of the light. Oh, yeah. Yeah, near-far method, right. Yes. Near-far method. Where is that located again? That's up here now. Right, it's up here. I was experimenting with this earlier. I forgot all about this. Why is it not moving? Oh, right, because I got to bring up the far. Right, duh. Let's go with like 600. Okay, and then adjust like where it is. So if we bring in the far, and we'll go like 500. I just want to see what this does in like these extreme values. All right, hold on. 300, 400. What was it? What did it look like before? Hold on. I need to remember. I need to remind myself what it looked like with it at 0, so I can remember. Okay. I mean, this alone already does something way nicer than what was possible before, but I don't think that this isn't right. You know what I mean? But yeah, lighting up the walls. In that case, I could put this thing at the level of the base and make it look like the base is creating a radial light on the walls and stuff like that, which would be kind of cool. Okay, so I need to figure out where my distance is. I think that's like 150. And then my near begin. You know what I need to do also? I really need to duplicate this and do much smaller values so I can see what this is actually doing before I do all of this. Because, like, okay, so here we go. Light range, we're going to go 50. And then we're going to start playing with near begin because, with far begin versus near begin. So this is where it fades. Okay, I might go pull up that other blog post thingy. Let's see. Off stream over here. Where is it? Near far begin. Here it is. Because this one I glanced at but didn't go into detail reading it. Oh yeah. And I scrolled down and saw these things. Okay. Near far begin is an optimization. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Use your light map tool option and basically take out the middle of the light where the bulb is. How the light map tool, of course. It'll simply be a light to brighten up the room and not have that annoying glare in the center. Man, why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'm gonna save it just in case it crashes, but I got my lighting settings set to, you know, Xbox One anyway. Oh right, I put it down here. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay, let's go with lighting. Ah, jeez, why didn't I think of that? Turning this on. What? Wrong menu. Let's see. Light data. Light overlap. See, I have some areas that are almost yellow. They're not into the range where it's like bright white though. I got a lot of area, like very, very few areas like that too. This area used to be like that, but it's now all cleaned up. What is this pulsing? What in the world is pulsing? Is that my energy barriers? Yeah, it's coming all the way out here too. Okay, that's the light pulsing off my energy barriers. Okay, I understand now. Anyway, okay, so we've got this one. And what? Oh, I see it. Is that the radius or is that the other light objects that I've got up there? Hold on. I gotta try fiddling with these options. Will that thing move? Where is it? Thought I saw it. That's not it. Let's see. Okay. What are you saying? It's okay, Papa Shredder here to help. Yes. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go with 60 because I know I'll be able to spot that, I would assume. And then 30. Okay, trying to figure out where these lights. Oh, there it is. Yes. So that's the erase from it, of it. And that is what near begin starts from the source of the light object. This cannot be higher than far begin, so that must be adjusted first. Near begin is the one that helps with the optimization. It stops rendering pixels. Far begin is really just softening the edge. Okay, alright, cool. So this is basically contributing to the purple area. Let's see, hold on. What is my... Yeah, my light range is 600. If I went to like 100, you'll see the purple area. So that big, bright purple area was my light coming from here. And now we can see where the black hole is forming in the middle of it. And if we change the far begin to 100... and that's the radius of the light, right? So it's not affecting how it changes the light at all. But then I can change this to 60, and then that black hole area gets much larger. Okay, so cool. We can visualize it now. So now I can understand what we're looking at here. Light range, now we can increase this to like 300. And then that will, you can see where it's kind of affecting it. I kind of want a glow coming out of the base, I would think. If we want to try something like that, it'd be kind of cool. And I wanted to do that before. I used to have a light right here in the middle of this area, but because this option wasn't here, that it just it just looked awful, so I took it out. But this is so much better. Okay, far begin is going to be at the 300 mark. We're going to mess with our actual values in a minute. This can start at like 200, and that should be outside the base. So then we can see where the effect actually hits. And yeah, that's looking much better already. So because I've got it like a sort of a black hole in the middle of the light of the base anyway, I can actually bring it up and make the light come off the base onto the ground a little bit too around it, which would be kind of cool, I think, which will let me put it more on the roof as well. Okay, this is cool. This is good. I think this is a good. That black hole will be your center now. You can adjust your other settings and brightness to give the pop to your walls. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this back off so we can see the effect of it on the wall itself as light. I'm going to put this back at... We're going to go all the way up to 60 and see how much it changes. Okay. And then we're going to go to... Hold on. So if I go to like 500, boom, that's pretty bright. That actually is beginning to look like Waterworks from Halo 2 as far as like the walls are concerned. It seems like I'm not hitting that back alleyway path, and I kind of need to do that. But you can see the threshold on the ground. That's too bright, I think. Even though people are telling me that it's too dark, I still want it to be a little dark. I don't want it to be necessarily that bright, but I don't know. Yeah, oh wow, that's affecting the ground a lot. Okay, anyway, that's already a ridiculous value anyway, so we know that that's too high. I was just putting in that value just to see. Okay, so not 500. What are you saying? It would be very cool if you could attach dynamic shadow casting lights to the front of wasps and have them illuminating the map as they search for targets. You can, right? The black hole will be your center now. Let's see, if the server didn't lag attachments positions as much as it used to in prior seasons, this could look very cool and have an element of strategy. Yeah, I think that would work. Okay, we're gonna set this to 100. Okay. That is pretty good. Now, if we feather our far to like 280, then it'll be a more of a smooth transition coming out of that light. Let's go 250. Right? That's how that works? Or is it... Wait a minute. It seems to be just harsher light. Is that my imagination? Hold on. Did something wrong? Yeah, no, it got softer by doing that. So if I did 320, there we go. A little softer in its transition coming out of the light. No, I must have done something weird. Hold on. Let's see, you can do the wasp thing easy enough. Yeah, you can at least try it, at least. You can use those type of lights for bridges as well. Make it a cylinder-like light. Cut the top and the bottom a bit and make it parallel to your bridges. It'll make the light look more realistic. Wow, yeah. Yes, you can script a light on the wasp, I believe. I put a siren and auto turret on one a while back. Okay, so am I doing this right? See, I made myself a gigantic spotlight in the middle there. I think I did something weird. What'd I do? Oh, right, I was going to visualize it. I was going to re-visualize it to see if that helps understand what I did. Oh, it's unrelated? That's just the map lights? Yeah, never mind. I thought that was a spotlight I was creating, but that's a spotlight coming off of these, actually shining down onto the ground, I think, more naturally. Okay, so this is my added light here, and this is pretty darn good. So it looks like I've got it to where. So if I bring this down to like 210, like barely higher, it's a lot more light. Oh, okay. So I went too high whenever I went with 300 because that was the entirety of the light. I need to bring it... That's also why 100 is now way too bright. Let's go, obvious. I figured 100 would be way too bright. So I thought that was a little strange that didn't work. Okay. That alone is helping brighten up the map. I feel like it is getting a little bit... Oh, let's do the trick. Hold on. Let's see. Decals. It's a good one that's like white. UNSC white striped tape. Make it huge and then look through that. Interesting. So you can see your lighting. This one's a little bit weird because I picked one that has like a a bit of a damaged, you know, scratchiness on it, which is altering it a bit. But if you look through these to look at your map, you can kind of see your lighting data in a very like almost like another tool to check your lighting data, because yeah, it shows your brightness and your darkness in different places. Let's see. For the wasp light, it could be a very narrow searchlight cone that casts a thick fog so players can know if they're being targeted from a distance. That's true. I don't know, what do you guys think of this as a first one? I might place a couple more of them in with different applications, like one around the base, kind of like this, like looking like a glow coming off the base. And maybe, well, that striped tape trick is cool. Yeah, I know, right? The striped tape is the wrong one to use. There's another one that has a big, like, area of white that's like a box. I'm trying to remember what it is. But anyway, it's like a wall signage or maybe a building signage section. I don't remember. But, and if you look through that, it can kind of give you an idea. And you can kind of see, I kind of wish I could set this to black and white. I wonder if my graphics card has a setting to do that in the renderer, to just make it render everything in black and white. Anyway, the idea is that you can see where your dark areas are and your light areas are, and it can help you not crush your blacks, is the idea. Because if you crush your blacks, you can't tell what's happening anymore. You know? Like, it makes it to where all the color in the world doesn't matter because your brain just doesn't process the shadows correctly. This is looking a little funky now. I need to adjust that. But, let's see. If you have an NVIDIA card, you can possibly use Ansel filter system. Yeah, I could do that. I have an AMD, though. I think I need to do something over here that may not even use those kinds of... I want to do something over here that will also brighten this area up. And I think my light, my near begin and far begin are going to need to come back down. I think, though, I can still keep this so that it sort of controls its, what do you call it? How it sort of blends into the environment. Because I think that does help a lot. Like if you put this high and then you blend it with that, I think it kind of looks kind of cool. But anyway, I don't know. I still gotta play with it a little bit to figure it out. This area just is getting really dark, and I don't know if I want it to be that dark. But I have this set to where it's not casting any shadows, so it should be going through this wall. Yeah, it's not casting any shadows, and it's set to group shadowless, so that it wouldn't even try to worry about processing shadows if it would. Area light radius. We don't need it to be that big anymore because we were talking about a much smaller area light. You know what? I think the radius of this other one needs to be bigger because it's not hitting the middle structure. And that was one of the problems. People were saying it was like pitch black. So let's go with... Let's try it anyway. Light range to 400. Okay, now we're hitting the middle structure and it might be a bit too intense. Go to 15. So now a glow from your base is sort of lighting up the central structure with the farther areas being less lit up than the closer areas. So it's kind of actually what I was hoping for. This is still pretty sharp of a difference here, and I'm thinking that that's related to something I did up here. Actually, far begin. What if I set this to 100? Is that correct? It's supposed to be high value or low value? Oh, something is hitting weird here. Okay. Something's going wrong with the way that that's reflecting. Let's see though. Do I have an area effect on these? No. I don't have the area light effect. Something is doing something to that reflection up there. Let's see. But yeah, no, if I think AMD has some tools, but I don't know if they can do that or not. I'd have to try it. Let me see. No, that is... What is creating this? That is my question. It feels weird. Oh, you know what it probably is? Okay, hold on. I need to adjust this back to 0 and adjust that back to 0. Hold on. I think I know what it is. I think it's because of the color. It's a color shift. It's because this is set to green. No? No, that's outside there. Never mind. That's this outer color. So what is this thing? What's going on here? I think the big metallic structure in the center needs to have its reflections adjusted before you start painting it with light objects. I don't remember if it had proper reflections before, but since it's metallic, you really want the reflections perfect before you start changing diffuse lighting. Yeah, this was my reflection volume for that. And I definitely haven't rebaked it since I just placed in those lights. There's also this and how it affects and how this is going to look, which is looking very strangely shiny. But yeah, you're right. So hold on, that's not what's causing that though. What's causing this? Is it this one? Yes, this one is too intense by a lot. Okay. By a hell of a lot. Let's see. We'll go down to 20. Nope, still too much. Okay. I think this is just too much range. It's still set at 300? Oh, I thought I changed that. There we go. There's like 200. That might be a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know how all of this stuff is going to fully pan out in the end, but we're still trying to figure that out. This is lighting up like it's got a it has an area light. It's these it's the area light radius that makes it look like this, a little different. And I don't remember applying an area light here. What is this one? Oh, it's my test one. Oh, that's what's making everything look bad. Oh, thank goodness. It was something that could just be deleted. It was the one I was just messing with to get a smaller radius so I could see what would happen. Okay, much better. So now we've got this glow coming off of it. Let's make sure that the light is a little more like the green that's coming out of the base, I think. Like there's like a greenish hue of the light coming out of the base. It's a little closer to that. There we go. Now it's like blending from here into that much smoother and nicer. And going up onto the walls very cleanly. Still concerned about this area. I might need to put this inside there. I don't know. You know what might be happening here? This might be too big. Nope. Let's see. Then the far begin might be causing the problem? Yeah, the far begin is way too extreme. Okay. Let's see. So if I did... Ooh, the music turned off. Let's turn that back on real quick. Get ourselves some... What do you call it? Halo evolutions going. Let's see. Personally, for me to do this, I would want to play around with all the new lighting tools in a sandbox, or by deleting everything on the map and starting from the big strokes, then adding in small ones. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Everything else was going so smoothly that I was just kind of diving right into this other stuff. Like, this stuff looks great. Everything in here was looking great. So I was just doing it. But yeah, this is the one thing that's like still in question. Let me go down to like 5 lighting and just let it bleed through and see if that's a good one. It's not terrible, to be honest. Just having this one being a random light that's over here. It also kind of lights up the water, which is kind of cool. But I will have to rebake the reflections and stuff. Let's see. I'm not saying that that's what you need to do, but I haven't played in Forge for a while, and they seem to have added a lot of new features that might obviate old techniques. Yeah, they definitely have. They've definitely added a lot. So let's see. I think I'm gonna make this my light range. I'm gonna bring down to 150 instead of 200, and I'm gonna turn on the far begin, and I'm gonna go like 30. Sort of let it have like a blend, maybe 50. Because I think what that does is it makes it to where it blends in from the outside, right? I believe that's how that works. from the outer edge. We'll even go like 80. Oh no, that's too much. See, it got really dark down there because that's farther away from the light, but if I bring it down here, maybe I'm wrong. Not sure. 30. Let it go a little bit brighter. And that might help. I haven't baked lighting yet or reflections yet, so just keep that in mind. Let's see, where did my other light go? This is my other light that's designed to like shine on the ceiling, and over there it's kind of shining on the base. We might... Okay, so this is way too high then. Wait, hold on. The near begin needs to be lower than that. Let's go to like... Wait, hold on. Yeah, it gets darker if I turn that up. Okay. So if I did like 500, it would actually hit that even better. Okay, yeah, that's getting really extreme. With it's almost cel-shaded looking, which is interesting, but not what I'm going for. Yeah, I think the light range needs to be low enough. Needs to stay low enough that it doesn't become cel-shaded in the middle. So if you get too close to it, it looks very strange the way it's like we're getting the reflection. Okay. What are you saying? Particularly with the performance improvements... Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me read all this. Okay, particularly with performance improvements in mind and the addition of area lights, you may be able to get away with merging multiple lights into one area light that casts softer shadows. That might let you better fake bounce lights and be a lot more performant on lower end systems. Then when you have the large strokes in the low performance mode, you can add lots of tiny ultra performance lights for details and shadows on higher end systems. Yeah. And also not worry that you were going to have missed tiny lights for the Xbox Series S and Steam Deck class hardware. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I like all of what you just said. That sounds wonderful. Okay, you see that circle? I'm gonna bring it to there. And then that way you can see how it hits the middle structure. I don't hate this already. Like, I already kind of like this. Don't know about you. Because it puts a lot of dynamic, like, sort of, like, differing lights on there. You know what else might help? Hold on. I just realized. I've got this... I'm sitting here with this thing. I'm going to try it with casting shadows. Because I might want to do 2 of these. If I do 2 of these, one that doesn't cast shadows, one that does, and then put them at both of them at half the value of brightness as they are now, it might look nicer across the board. What is this shadow? Is that the upper edge of my light probes? Because that's probably what that is. And it's the upper edge of these lights versus the lower number of light probes above it. Yeah, that's what that is probably. Okay, let's see. Also not worry that you're going to have missed tiny lights for the Xbox Series S and Steam Deck class hardware. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. I like the ominous glow behind the big metallic structure where the front of it is obscured. Wait, which part? I like the ominous glow behind the big metallic structure where the front of it is obscured in shadows. That angle looks really good. Like this one here. My audio is so low. Let's see. Is this the angle you meant? just to be clear. Whoop! I booped my mic. By the way, I set these to no longer be dynamic. This one in particular, because there's a respawn point back here, and I was like, you know, people are gonna are steamrolling that respawn point for no reason. And I also wanted to be more performant. That one's not in the playlist yet. So there's a version of this that has that change and a few little changes here and there to make it more performant, and then this right here being graphically overhauled and improved with the vines. It looks so much nicer now. Yes, the angle that you asked about when you write it, the comment is the one I was talking about. Nice. Yes, I am liking that a lot too. I think it looks very nice and ominous and green-ish, like a slight greenish hue to it, which is really nice, I think. The only problem is it might be hard to see players, so you might want to light up more of the walkways, perhaps even with shadow casting lights, to accentuate if a player is standing on a ledge sniping, looking across the map and having the main center structure in darkness while the background is lit up from the sun bouncing in on the other side of the map. Yeah, I see what you mean. One of the things that I find is that people with outlines seem to glow just well enough that it's not really a big problem with seeing people. It's more like seeing the map and where to go that I think people are mostly concerned about whenever they tell me that's been too dark in the past. So this light, though, is finally going to sort this out. I'm really liking this. But yeah. So these lights do cast shadows, so they might actually cast shadows of onto the players and make them look more interesting, like they stand out a little bit. I keep poking the mic with my finger. Let's see. By the way, these, I just realized, everything is set to automatically be, oh good, blend on top is turned off. Good. I wasn't sure if those were set to that or not. Yeah, turned off. Cool. Alrighty. Okay, so here's an idea, though. Here's a thought. Should I hop in and throw some bots in there and actually try and run around with players? Let's see. Look, right, that hasn't spawned in yet because there's the player lineup and all that. Have you rebaked lighting any recently? Oh, no, I haven't. Right, that's important. I haven't rebaked lighting or reflections. Let's do lighting first, and then the reflections so that they pick up the image of the lighting, of the correct light. Whenever it takes its screenshot or whatever. Ba 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 ba. Man, earlier, I don't know, he might still be here for all I know. It's saying only one viewer right now, so probably not. But earlier on Kick, we had, when he was doing dishes, Ubernick came in to check it out. And then Mr. Greencastle was in. And then we had Trust22, we had a couple other people that came in all on Kick. It was pretty crazy today. Let's see. I wonder if rebaking lighting, it will be best on higher lighting settings and graphic settings. In previous versions of the game, that could make it a big difference, so I'm guessing it still will. Oh! So whenever you rebake lighting, do I need to change it? So you're saying increase my lighting setting back to max and rebake lighting? Or are you saying for reflection volumes, so that the reflections all take screenshots with all the lights baked in? Or like showing up. I don't know which one you meant. Maybe both, actually. But yeah. You got quite the following. Yeah, I didn't know that Ubernick was following me. I had no idea. Well, he actually literally did follow my Kick earlier, which is pretty cool. I did not know that. I still feel very, very small creator. I'm sure if once I hit like monetization, I'll be like, all right, maybe I'm getting into the bigger creator territory, but I'd still be really small even then. But yeah, yes, you should increase the settings to max before rebaking lights and reflection volumes. Good to know. Build in progress. Should I just hit B and redo that, or will that risk it? I've canceled it and it caused it to crash before, so I'm wondering if I should even try that, or if I should just let it finish and then save and then up my settings. That's also why I saved immediately before hitting the bake, because every time it bakes, there's a small chance it will crash. Ooh, I gotta pull up a screenshot of Waterworks. I think this has just turned the rocks to look correct. Waterworks, Halo 2. I'm pretty sure they were almost this exact shade of green. Okay, hold on, an actual screenshot. Because they were a little greenish. They were like a greenish hue. Okay, so the walls themselves appear to have been gray. Never mind. But where the lights were hitting were green. Should I switch this to be a little more grayish? And they actually had this effect on them that was like light, like water reflecting. I don't know if you never noticed that, but like they have this like watery kind of effect on them. It's not moving, but it's like a freeze frame of it. Here's another screenshot of it from Halo 2. Yeah, so it's got like this greenish hue in some places, and then like an orangish grayish and like just solid gray in some areas. So it's like there's some green. It's these lights, they cast like this green light onto it, which is why I did all these like yellowish greenish lights all over the map and stuff like that, like I did. Okay, let's see. Yes, you should increase settings. I'm not sure. I haven't had time to play, and it's particularly crashy on the Steam Deck for the last month and a half. Oh man. Yeah, I think they did fix a lot of those crashes. That was actually I've been hitting crashes in the last since the season started, but not like too many, just enough that like it was crashing every time I opened Waterworks for a little bit there, and I'm not certain what was causing it, but it seems to have stopped. So that's good. Okay, so maybe I should. Do you guys think I should shift this hue back to a gray to fit more of the original Waterworks look, or do you like the slight greenish hue? Because over here it's more gray and almost like getting like sort of orange in some areas, and then over here it's like deep green. You know what I mean? So, or almost bluish, but deep green coming off this light. So I could try a paler light, more like this. I mean, paler green. That actually does match the original Waterworks lighting. And the middle platform, the middle structure, this is like a green shift, and then this is like a regular, almost like gray. What do you guys think? Which one is better there? Like this one only shifts it a little, it only lights it up, whereas this one kind of shifts the color to a bit of a green. Which I don't hate. I actually kind of like that, but yeah. What are you saying? Okay. I wish I had more time to do more experimentation and help you out with this map. But as you might know, I've been traveling the world for the past 6 months and haven't had access to serious hardware. I did not know that. That is awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. For 6 months straight. Man, it was like you and Clen like were people who helped me, and Clint helped me out with scripting, and he went on like a month-long, maybe multi-month-long like vacation traveling the world kind of too, to like Europe or something like that. I don't remember, I don't know where he went exactly. I think he went to Europe, but anyway, I can't remember anymore. But yeah, but basically yeah, so it's kind of funny. Either way, the map is looking great, and it's looking like you're doing a great job of keeping it up to date on stream. It's fun to check in and see how awesome your work is turning out. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't actually touched Waterworks in a while because I was like, I mean, everyone says it's fun. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't want QA to have to go through a whole bunch of stuff. But they've added too much stuff. It's time for an overhaul, an update. You know what I mean? Not overhaul, but an update. I keep booping that mic. So what do you guys think? Grayer with the grayer walls, or the greener? You know? Or even like maybe split the difference and go right in the middle. Yeah, actually I don't hate this. This is pretty cool. Right in between the two. Like this was maybe too green, and this feels almost blue on the over by the actual structure. The walls look nice and gray. Whenever whoever that was traveling the world, adopt me please. It's Computron. He's the guy who, he originally was the one who came in and helped me with all the lighting, because I didn't know anything about lighting whenever I did the Waterworks the first time. And he came in and just showed me everything. So, yeah, it's been pretty cool. That lighting, that shadow, whoops. That shadow right there I may still need to figure out how to solve, because that might be a problem. It's almost cel-shaded looking, which I don't hate cel-shaded graphics, but it's just not Halo's style. So I've got to wonder if I shouldn't be doing something to try to resolve that. I mean, I could call it a day for like, you know, like basically finish up for today and make sure, rebake my lighting and do all that, and then figure that out on another day, for example. But like, cause honestly, if this went into matchmaking as is with this weird lighting thing, with this weird shadow, it still would look, you know, leaps and bounds ahead of what the previous one was. And it'll be despawning lights in here and stuff like that cleanly for people who need it, and making their computers just, or their Xbox Ones and stuff like that just work so much better. Let's see, these two are some I did not set. These need to be on probably medium, actually. Yeah, they're deep inside there. So like, yeah, medium is perfect. Medium is perfect for those lights. Ooh, those lights down there no longer look good when they despawn. They looked good whenever I first set them up, but they kind of don't look that great whenever they're despawning anymore. So let me go ahead and set these to high. Whenever there was the old lights inside the room, these look fine. But yeah. Currently I'm in Istanbul. I just woke up and I'm going to have to go start exploring soon to keep to my schedule. That is really awesome. Man, that is dope. Let's see. I already set all these up in here, I think, and figured them out. They all had to be medium because that one is so high up that whenever I put it to low, it didn't even turn on until I got to like here, and then it finally turned on and lit that area up. So these are all set to medium. I actually, look, I have these two on the outside. I don't know if you were here whenever I explained this last time. These ones on the outside, I have it set to medium, but this one in the middle I have set to low because, look, you don't even notice it. Look, oh, hold on. It's like, it's sort of, you'll sort of notice the pop-in right there. It's a little brighter right there, but since there's two lights next to it, you don't even notice it, and it's like as you round the corners whenever it kind of turns on anyway. So people on Xbox One are not even gonna notice it's turning off. I love doing that kind of stuff. This is all just like really fun to like find these cool, clever ways of making the lights despawn themselves and work more efficiently. Ooh, I missed this one. This one probably does need to be on high, and the reason is because you'll see this on the ground from like every angle. But I think actually this is one of the few cases where this kind of light is going to get an area light, and I'm going to bring it out wider. Is that? No, it's just getting longer. Dang it. I might turn this one into a no light and then do it just so it'll shine across the roof in a way that sort of just fans out from it rather than being like this, you know, where it kind of is like a pinpoint in the middle. Like, I don't mind these being pinpoints because they kind of are pinpoint shapes, but this one I feel like needs to look like an area glow while you're looking up at it. It just, that looks weird because it feels like the light is pointing that direction, but it's shining this direction, which feels awkward. I don't know. So yeah, I think I'm going to replace that with a, let's see, lights, foreigner light, no light. Let's see, which is the ground one? That's the ledge. Hold on. It is H. There we go. And then I just grab that one and this one, and then I go over here and I just go yaw, pitch, roll, forward. Vertical, done. And then that one is the one with light. So I'm gonna grab it, and then I'm gonna go to X, and I'm gonna add 10, and that's just gonna, oh, that's not what I meant to do. Wait a minute, what? Foreigner light. Yeah, okay, this should, oh, I'm not sure what just happened. I'm able to scale that thing? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, you know what, we'll add it here. There. Now it's moved over there. How? I didn't know. Since when can you scale the ones that... Oh, that's the no light. Wait, what? I'm confused. This one says... Oh, I'm dumb. That says with light. This one's... Okay. You know, I got really confused there. With light. That's the one I'm trying to move. Huh. That was super, super obvious, yet I did not understand what was going on. Okay, and then I'll start with this one, I suppose. Totally wrong, but it will work as a good starting point. I also have to set the emissive object right. And then tilt this way. Okay, that's creating a shadow there, which is not what I want. More like that. That looks pretty good. Oh, wait, what are you saying? This is a good example of what I was saying where all three... Wait. Yeah, okay. Where all three of those lights could be replaced by one extremely long area light that stays visible at a distance, while the others are added closer, or on higher in hardware. Yeah, that's true. Basically where you would turn... I don't think you can just make it cull completely, though. That's the problem. Like, I can set this one to cull... If I set this one to low, what it does is if it's set to low, it doesn't cull for low-end hardware entirely. It just sets it to where it stops rendering at 100 units or more, right? I wrote this when you're standing on the platform above with the 3 lights facing inward towards the building for context. These here. Yes. Yes. I see what you mean. Yeah, just one light and then like a stripe effect to try and give you the because it doesn't, honestly, they all blend together anyway. Like, even though these are here, the fact that there's 3 of them and they're all cone, they're actually coming down and blending together into one light anyway. So you're right that I probably could just get away with one light there. And just have the others as emissive objects. The only downside is that it wouldn't light up the wall there. You see what I mean? So, like, you mean some small ones that only light up right here and have OBB to block them from going anywhere else, and then have one that lights up this entire area so that you're not passing through one OBB, like one shadow casting light to the next, and it's having to compute each of those back to back. Is that what you're trying to say? Stripe effect is more than I was thinking of, but that's brilliant. Yeah, but yeah, those could still light up the wall with smaller lights that are on higher end systems. Yeah, that's all a good idea, because I have, like, that's one of the things that I get a lot, is that the middle structure is the problem point. A lot of people will tell me the middle structure caused them to have frame rate drops. And I think in part it is all of these lights, and in part because you're so close to all the other lights in the map that you're rendering every single one of them, right? From this one spot. So, okay, yeah, you're right. So basically having to figure out this one thing is basically, yeah, it's just all from this, and this will help all of the everyone playing it basically be able to handle yeah, everything better. Hell yeah, you got it. Yeah, I think that would work with the small ones and then the big one. Let me go with... I've learned a lot from you at the beginning as the seed point of how all this stuff works, and then over the months since then, I guess, over years since then, I guess, I've been slowly learning more and more about it. So having all these new tools is really cool. It's been awesome. Let me see, what was my... That's right, it's this. Area radius. I want to put this kind of going out... Oh, wait, what's going on? I was thinking about making this kind of go out to... Oh, I see. I'm going too far. Let's see. Going out to sort of the edge of it. And then make it sort of like shine up there. Okay, I'm going to need to delete this one, so I need to kind of get these settings to be copied in there correctly. Okay, so this is just set to 1, and color spread is 30. Oh, those are the regions. Oh, okay, I see. I need to set this thing to the same color, yellow. And color intensity was 0.3, was that correct? What was it? Oh, no, color spread was 30. Oh, that's just going back whenever everything was color spread was 30. That's how old this object is. This object is from back whenever the default was color spread 30. Let's see. Gold metal is the grime. That's another important part. Gold metal. Where did I go too far? Grass, grime, gold metal. And then there we go. And I think that's everything that needs to be set up, and then the lights. So this setup is brightness 2, outer cone, okay, yeah, everything is basically the same as before, but brightness 2. So it's just a glow. And then this would be fade start, 150 length width. Yeah, this is, oh, the cone's not even turned on, I don't need that. And then OBB, there we go, yeah, OBB settings are going to have to be copied over. Oh, that's the same? Oh, you know what? I never reset the OBB in those areas down there. I need to catch up with what you're saying, because I am falling behind. Those could still light up the wall with smaller light. Okay, Star Effect is more... Okay, hell yeah, you got it. Anyway, I got to drop, but it's been awesome to catch up on the progress. Maybe I can charge up my Steam Deck and play around with some of this in the evening. That would be really cool, yeah. Yeah, it's all really fun stuff. Like all these new tools and toys that they've given us are just really dope. Let's see. Okay, so this one is that. So yeah, I highly suggest it. Oh, I just realized. Is this going? No, it is correct on the vertical, right? Top 50? Wait, what? Oh, this one's not correct. Top needs to be like 1. So it goes up into the... No, actually it needs to be like 3, so it actually hits the roof. But not goes through it. Okay, cool. And then I can delete that one, and then that's done. Okay, cool. Oh wait, I do need to fix... Something is wrong with the way that those lights are hitting. Oh, is it a... What is this? Where is it? Stripe noise. It's the gobo. None. There we go. There we go. That's a little better. Something else is hitting it too, it looks like. I'm not exactly certain what it is. There's like a sphere. It's like a roundness. I think it might be one of these, maybe? I don't know. There's like a round section there, and then it looks like 2 different lights. Let me go to this. Light overlap? Yeah, it's those 2 lights overlapping up there. Okay, that's not what we want. Alright, anyway, I am definitely needing to get off anyway, so Computron had to get off, and now I gotta get off anyway. But this is all looking way better, way nicer, and Waterworks in the playlist is gonna be updated pretty soonish. We just gotta, it's gonna have to go through playlists, through play testing and stuff like that. So, like, if any of these cause bugs or anything like that, then obviously that's got to be dealt with. So, yeah, basically it's going to be cool. Let me check on these lights really quick, because this will take 2 seconds to do, and change their range to like 45. Oh no, let's change that back. Hold on, this is not set to off. There we go. And then we'll go to light range 45. That way it hopefully won't hit the ceiling. Nope, it's still hitting it. Let's go 30. There, now it's definitely not hitting the ceiling up there, but it is hitting everything else. And that looks pretty clean. And that clean, look at that. Look at the way that fills that area. That is awesome. I just ran into a kill zone. Okay. And so the last thing would be the width. Is this correct? Yeah, that looks good at 3.5. Okay, cool. Yep, okay, cool. So, this is all awesome. It's looking much better. I still have to figure out if I can get the lineups. The shininess on the Spartans isn't quite looking nice, and I think that I'm kind of experimenting with this idea where I made... No, on the other side. With this idea, where I just made this reflection volume come up above and sort of envelop some of the Spartans, and I'm hoping that that will make their reflections work a little nicer, but only for the ones up top, and these guys would be outside of it. So I gotta kind of do some experimentation, because I have 1 reflection volume left and 2 bases to try and set it up on if I want to do that, and that's also gonna hit everything. It's gonna make the entire base reflect differently and weird. So it might wreck all my reflection volumes and might not work anymore. So anyway, the point is that I may just have to keep it how it is, where they're kind of like dull gray or something, but I do know, I am aware of that, and it bothers me, so I'm trying to see if I can figure out how to solve it at some point. But yes. So let me save it. I'm gonna say made a ton of lighting and other adjustments and changes. Let's see. Hopefully the FPS drops in the middle of the map can be reduced by these changes, and hopefully we will not have any more issues. I leave myself these notes so I know exactly what I was sort of like thinking whenever I was working on it. But anyway. Alright, well.
I need that again.
Oh, wait. Oh, one last thing I'll add is that even if the original had these small light fixtures, now that you have area lights, you may want to start placing more different rectangular lights. Yeah, that's true. As opposed to staying faithful to the original design. So that way you can take advantage of the more advanced lighting by making some smart tweaks to lighting fixtures and geometry. That's all true too. I also might want to do something like you can now set how much a light interacts with fog. So like rather than having little tiny puffs of fog with each of these lights, I could do one light in the middle that does stripe noise and then have actual fog there, like set fog back into the map because I'd taken it out because it wasn't working very well. But if I put fog back in the map and I have these lights affect the fog very heavily, then I could have these actual like one light in the middle create actual like light noise into real volumetric fog. Yeah, the lighting fog is going to be game-changing. I know. It's going to be really cool, and I might be able to do that coming off of these because they're all just lined up anyway. 1, 2, 3, right? If I just put one light with stripe noise there, then I could do that with both of these sides, and then with over here as well, and it would just be one light, you know? But then I just put an emissive object, maybe like my regular lights there, or make a little tiny light that does cast onto the ground, but only a little bit in front of it, and then just sort of like tiny little light ranged right there, and then have most of the light coming out of it be like this fog. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. There's a game called Natural Selection 2, which had a lot of these features added, and they changed the look of the maps heavily after implementing the fog lighting. Yeah, that's really cool. That makes me think of a really, because it's natural selection, it made me think of a really old game called Evolution, where you slowly evolved from an amoeba all the way up to a it's like land crawling creatures, like Pokemon, where you played as a Pokemon that actually went through evolution instead of like, you know, the way that they do it. So this is a little strange, and this is all based on that area lighting that we set up. So I may need to adjust this a bit. This is looking a little odd. Whoop. Okay, well, I thought that you could make that jump. Nope, apparently not. Well, anyway, like the way that the lighting is hitting the ground here seems odd. And I don't know if it's this one or not. Hold on, let me just select it and then look at it and then delete it and see if that's it. Nope, it's something else. So one of the other objects that I placed is creating the same kind of lighting, and it's doing it wrong and making it feel weird. It's that area lighting. The area lighting can cause this kind of weird light, but I'm not sure where I put an area light that's causing that. Except for like this one, I think is such an. Does this one have an area light? Nope, that one's off. Where did I put an area light that could be affecting this? That's so weird. But yeah, okay, so like I was saying, I probably should get off. I need to figure out where this is, but I can do that later. Is it back here too? Yeah, it is back here. And it's not that light. Did I duplicate it at some point? Do I have two of them somewhere? By mistake? Whoops. I have no idea. Very strange. Simply deleting a light would not fix it. Well, you would have to rebake it. Oh, that's true. So while it might be the area lighting, it's more likely that a probe was partly obscured from a big light addition. You're going to want to turn on probe visualization to solve this issue. Oh, yeah. Probe visualization. Let's see. I know. You need a diaper change. I'll come take care of that in just a second. And we gotta go, let's see, on. So I have pretty good probes. You can see they just sort of get up to about there and just sort of stop because I had to, that's where my area is. But, oh, that's a problem actually. Look at that. My probes aren't hitting the ground. Oh my god. I didn't know that. When did that happen? Oh man. I can't even see. I thought I'd be able to see the probes move down with it. But oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So that, oh man, I think I brought it up out of the ground once like an idiot without thinking about it. Let's see, where's my, oh, I'm not in the menu. Okay. So I know it's at that level. Oh, I know. I have an idea. Grab an object over here. This one. What's this one's Z height? Copy that. That's really low on the in the map, you know. Grab that again. Set the Z height to the same. And then go down by like, we'll go down by 3. Boom, done. Okay, and now I'm gonna need to raise it up higher and decrease my probe count, because this will clean it up. But yeah. What's my height on this thing's area? Probably want to be like 110. That will bring me up above where my current probes are. So that should be pretty solid, I think. And then I'm gonna have to adjust the probe count, which I'll be, look at that, it's like way out of there. It's way blown out of proportion. Probe spacing. Man, the baking is also so much faster now. I mean, it still takes a while, but it doesn't take like 30 minutes anymore. Oh, right, and the whole thing I was gonna do is increase my light quality back to ultra. I have a better graphics card, by the way. Forgot to mention that, if you're still here. Since I was doing it originally, I have a way better graphics card. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna bake lighting. I just saved it. I'm gonna bake lighting, but that'll be the end of the stream, though. So you won't get to see the baked lighting because it's gonna take like a while still. But yeah, unfortunately. But we'll take a look at it later, and maybe we'll take some pictures and put them on you know, Twitter and stuff, X. But actually, yeah, that was some feedback I got, was that the ground, reflections on the ground felt weird. And now I know why. It's because the ground was below the my light volumes. Anyway, let's see, upgrading the lighting setting to maximum might require a reboot to get to the full benefit for baking. I don't know, I reduced it to 0, to low earlier without rebooting. So, I'm not sure. I don't know, it might. Hopefully not, but yeah. In that case, I'll have to close the game, reopen it, and rebake and all that kind of stuff anyway, so I definitely won't be able to do that on stream. So I'll catch everybody later, though. Downgrading might not require rebooting the game, upgrading might. That's true. What about upgrading after having downgraded in the same game session? Would that still have some of the same settings from whenever I booted up at the beginning? So it, like, retained, so just kind of go back to that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's getting late. I gotta go change this little boy's diaper, and we probably have to go to bed and stuff like that. So I will catch you guys later. Yeah, that's what I mean. Probably not if it's in the same session. Yeah. So, yeah! I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Oh, I thought I was on the button. Here we go. Bye.